Why didn't that work? That didn't work either. That didn't work either. Aha. All right, let's see. Broken. Show notes. Copy. Let's do this. Auto find and activate. There we go. Bam. Let's see. Nope. Share. Discord, YouTube, send, Twitch. All right, let's see. All right, let us see. I think that's the right thing. There we go. What up, Gulktug? How are ya? Let's see. There we go. Let's see. Boom, bam. How are ya? La. Okay, we got audio. Let's see what we got going on here. I missed something. That's 2020. Oh, we got 2026. How's that work already? Dude, I've been having such a good freaking time with this chaos. I've been watching this absolute wackadoodle stuff, dude. I'm loving it. Doing good. Doing very good. Things are going really well. I think I'm still at. Let me see if I got this. Have I got this on here too? I think I'm at 1,999 subs. So I'm almost at 2,000. Yeah. What? 19,999 or yeah, 1999, not 1999. But yeah, waiting for the number 2,000. I wonder if maybe I should do something. Let me do this. So when I hit 2,000, I can do something about it. Let me see. Browser. Okay, let's add this. Let me see where it's at. Bam. I should be able to do studio. Open a new tab. All right, and then I should be able to go to live view, channel analytics. See live count. There we go. Okay, all right. So if I take this, take that, and then I should be able to go here, add in a browser source. We'll just do new. We'll do this. We'll just do that. See what it's like. Okay. Then I gotta do this. Oh, it don't work. Damn it. All right. Let me see how I can do it. Let me see how I can do this. All right. So you're 2008. Hey, Gawk 2, ranking number 2,000, brother. You done did it. Thank you, my brother. Hey, we made it to 2,000. There we go. Thank you, my brother. All right, so now I got to do this. While we're doing this, I'll do this. Let me see. Here, go here. Okay. All right, then I'm going to do bam. Snipping tool. Control N. All right, that looks good. All right, then we're going to save as. We'll go to pictures. We'll go to work. We'll go to 2,000 subs. Gawktug. All right, save. All right, and then we'll do this. Now I can do this. Hold on, what am I doing wrong? Okay, boom. So now I can go here. All right, happy to. Thank you, my brother. So now we'll go here, and then we'll go here, and then we'll go back here. So then we'll go to Google Okay, and we can go to view channel. Where am I at? We'll go to youtube.com. YouTube. All right. Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Yeah. And then we'll go here. And then we'll create a post. All right. And then we'll go to here. Make it a little bit bigger. Well. All right. Where am I at? So then we'll go here and say image. Oh, I can just drag and drop it. Let's see. So I'll do this. We'll go to pictures. Work. Bam. All right. Thank you all for 2K subs. And thank you. What's your let me put you in here. So let me do this. We'll go Shuritz. We'll go here. Boom. Go to channel. At Shuritz. All right. We'll go back here. All right. And thank you for being number 2000. All right. And thank you. Am I doing the right thing? I don't even know if I can see this or not. All right. Bam. There we go. Thank you all for 2K subs. Thank you for being number 2000. Okay. Bam. All right. Post. Damn. Hey, bam. We done did it. Bam. Bam. We done did it. 2000. Yeah. All right. Thank you very much. What up, John Deere, bruh? Just hit 2K 30 seconds ago. Well, a minute ago. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. That's a trophy. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Yeah. Next, the world. All right. Okay, let's get back to the chaos. Thank you very much. I'll keep that loaded so I can show it off. Okay, let's watch the chaos. Dude, I'm loving this stuff, dude. It's such a break, but the chaos, I tell you what, it's awesome to see. Okay. Oops, let me get it straight. Let me get it straight. There we go. Get this guy over there a little bit.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, nice.
Buckle up for a front row seat to the finest display of workplace genius gone completely wrong. And trust me, each fail is better than the last.
Oof.
Jackie Chan.
Oh, hello there.
What are you doing, dude? Jackie Chan.
The plan worked perfectly for 5 seconds.
Dude. Oh, nice shot. Mother Nature.
Valentine's Day leaving him a lasting memory.
Oh, balls, bro.
Oh, dude. Face to the bricks. Why would you try to catch falling glass?
Stupid or something.
You know, I mentioned the reference to the.
Oh, that was.
The same as today. How would you like it written if.
She removes the pineapple eyes like a machine. How to turn a $1 product into a $100 one.
This is checking it for square.
É, eu filmei tudo.
Hey, did you see the backyard scientist, whoever? Yes. Styro pyro. Yes. That's great stuff. All right, let's watch this. And by the way, I just made it to 2,000. By the way. All right, let's go back here. Bosnians after Friday prayers. Let me go sound. Jesus, dude. Holy crap. That's too much money and don't know. He's like freaking dying. Starter salaries were increased 1 year ago. Change the flag. GPS on the freaking horse buggy. It is Serbian Amazon.
Šaljem ti tajne poruke, dahom noćnih vetrova, a ne znam da li...
Roman Disneyland. Romanian Disneyland. I can't read.
Za modela je najprosija
That's
model, najprosija
freaking
M,
awesome.
performance M.
Mégis inkább tojást abálok. Hoppá, volt benne.
Is that cider? Car insurance in the Balkans.
Tehnologia.
Taxi struggling speaking. Short. Serbs becoming kosher knows this Serbia on the video. That's pretty funny.
500 cigarettes.
God damn! Can somebody tell me what time it is?
Fuck wrong with your wife?
Shit, nigga, the sun is deflecting all this ice. I can't see a motherfucking thing.
Kosher no high successful. Cigarettes? Made a convertible.
Hey, tie up, tell about spaz on this.
Explaining how they can be Muslim and drink at the same time. That's a freaking chicken. That's awesome.
I hate your taste in music.
1995. Nice. That's so awesome. Anything's a stage. That's a big ass front end burger. Is that a sunbird? What was that? All right, let's see. Let's go back to the destruction. Balkan countries are built. It looks like it. I can't wait to visit. I can't wait to visit. There goes your battery.
Oh man, he landed before the ride even started.
And here we go.
Wait, stop right where you're at.
Not sure this guy actually knows how to cook.
Wait.
And make sure you get it on camera. Oh, that's a broken brick. Please don't visit unless your country is Greece or Turkey. I plan on visiting Turkey.
When you try, but the poll says no.
Come on, you can do the last one. This is supposed to be idiots at work.
Real terms, that means spending on things like schools and hospitals. I might give up on that.
Oh yeah, good idea.
And you would.
I might give up on that.
This umbrella clearly didn't read the weather forecast.
Turn it around.
Definitely wrong.
Yeah, you need a check valve. Oh, dude, he got knocked out of the car. Definitely didn't have his seatbelt on.
You ready to go?
Break. I knew it.
Well, upside down black swan show.
He's so lucky that was snow. Oof. Lucky didn't bounce
Nice
off
ball
his face.
stop, bro.
Unlock crisis event. He loves to do that. Block.
If you are a factory worker in China, you see the live leak right in the top corner.
Girls
You
getting
are a
extra
factory
gifts
worker
from
in
the
China
water.
And you see the live leak. Right. Oops. That was insanity. Oh, and there was another person over there. She would have been paint.
Work? Mostly paying off debts.
20 bucks? No, too much money. It's no
They're
good.
so
No good
lucky
operator.
that cage is built well. That's for the
Я
walls.
доверяю своему мужу.
Я доверяю своей жене.
Oh.
This is why we don't overload.
Oh, that was looks like sod. Oops, trying to show off for the lady.
Asking him for water, Ocean might vanish first.
That's gonna be cold.
Let's watch how Jack begins his journey with the Black
I love it. I love seeing people go. Let me make it a little bit bigger.
Hey, what happened?
Now you got a nice umbrella. So much for that table.
Okay.
He brings a lot to the table.
He brings a lot to the table.
Huh?
I missed it. You gotta be freaking, dude. Ladder walkers.
Ever seen someone use a ladder this way?
Yeah. And he's on the topmost freaking ladder.
Oh my god, she's not standing up.
I'm gonna run and slam my feet.
At least she didn't give up.
It's the dad, Brody. What up, the man?
Men will be men.
That was impressive. Hold on. That
Men
was
will be
impressive.
His phone or his wallet just fell out.
That would have been funny if it would. That's a big old glass of soda.
Oh, God! I should have known better.
Gotcha, Grandma. Have you drank an adequate? I've drank an adequate amount of water, and I got some more right here.
Oh, guess who's losing their job tomorrow?
This one sucks. Alright, let's try a better one. This one's too
Hello, everyone. From the workplace to weekend trips, there's always a surprise waiting for you. Sit down, turn on your television, and enjoy
That's
everything.
what I'm talking about.
Ready
More
to start
chaos.
laughing?
Have you
Let's
considered-
roll
Nope,
with
not going bald
glee.
yet. You can't make me. If you go bald, I'll go bald.
He didn't want to hit it a second time.
Oh, there, dude.
Hey, can you load this for me? Yeah, sure.
Hope that wasn't too heavy.
Yeehaw!
Oh my god. No. No. My
He just accepted that he was done
His
at the
window
end.
won't go up. Is he going to the
Oh my
car
god.
wash?
Oh my god. Oh my. Okay.
Only me. I have it. You'll get it figured out. Oh.
Huh?
He almost made it successful.
It's important to always wear panties. It's always better to go outside.
Oh, I put tape there.
Hey, what happened?
Appreciate you, dog. Yeah, bro. No way, bro. I probably just broke my whole PC, man.
My whole PC. Earbuds.
Let's get.
Oh, you almost did it.
I want this sound for a message alert on my phone.
Holy Jesus.
Yeah, that's
What
not
is
straight.
that?
Jeez, do you see that? This is the thing. Some people can work fast. It don't mean they work good. Look how freaking wackadoodle that is. That's crazy.
What the is that?
Don't forget to maintain your equipment. It's for your safety. Machines are like snakes.
What a wuss.
Don't let them sense your fear.
Gaming has made me so strong. Oh, crap. I got my finger.
Karma is real.
The phone was already there. Yeah, you just pissed him off. Crocodile.
Run. Run. He said, "See you later, alligator."
Oh, he's going after the fish. I thought he hooked the crocodile. All right, bye. Hey, what up, Elliot? Brought up my concerns to my recruiter, John. So yeah. Listen, yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that's fine. And whatever happens, ask for what the. And there's probably other options for you too. It's not just There's always they're trying to hire a bunch of people. You'll get something somewhere. You might not be able to get into the freaking intelligence division or whatever. I'm not saying because you're not intelligent, but you know what I mean? Like you have to have a clean record for what, but they have areas for people. Maybe be a drone freaking flyer. Drone pilot. Thank you, Elliot, brother. Regardless of the outcome, I still have Dude, listen. Underwater welding, hull repair, all that stuff. There's hundreds of thousands of dollars to be made in those. Dude, low voltage electrician, all the AI data centers that are going to be built. If you don't mind traveling an hour in any direction for a couple of weeks at a time, like all that, it's stuff you can learn in a few months and then get paid lots. Like start at like 100K, maybe 80K. Start at, and then work up to having 4 or 5 people under you at like 200K. I know more than a dozen people that are making 250K, and they're all under 30. And they travel. The guys that are making $250,000, they'll go because they're good at what they do. So they'll get flown out for like 3 months to wire parts of a data center or to expand or to preset a data center up and whatnot. And you're just running wire and terminating cable. And if you don't know how to do that, you can do it. You can, like, it's not hard. You just have to learn how to use it. It's not like you got to figure it out. The tools do it for you. You line the colors up, strip off what you need, and there's tools that do that too. You're a tool guy. You can learn new tools. Yeah, there's plenty of opportunity. And look, I've done lots of different things, like from carpentry to IT to movie work to electrical to component-based electrician, high voltage, HVAC. There's lots and lots and lots of shit to do.
Rule number 1, never cut towards yourself.
That guy, dude, he's pulling it towards him. Always secure your art. Right in your face. No.
Yeah, hit it.
Oh, it's a what's it called? Gender reveal.
Not her. Oh no!
The way they show affection is truly adorable, isn't it?
Oof. Now they're going to the hospital together. He just tried to hit a marking paint. Oh. Why would you not pay attention when you drop that much weight?
You're dumping cement.
When you don't make it to the bathroom in time.
You're dumping
Yeah,
cement.
just film him. Don't run up to him and tell him. That means the baby is not his. It's why it didn't pop. That happened. You almost got there. Jeez. Slow down.
No one bathes twice in the same river.
Hey?
Get that horn to shut off.
He's just changing notes. Dude. There you go. All that big ass pole swinging at that thing, and you could have just save it, save it. Nice, nice save. He had a problem with the
His physical skills are perfect.
Collaborator? Collaborator? What up, troll?
That was easy. I keep catching all of you.
Don't feel bad, I jumped too.
Look, I can be a stripper too. Discombobulator.
This is gonna be good. That'll work.
Was that a kinetic rope? Where can I get one?
It's a meme somebody does. I guess he's not that famous. I don't know who it is. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Think about your last day of work.
He'll get there. I'll know what it is tomorrow. Thank you, Lamb. Oh. Yeah, that's your last day. Yeah, you're done. You're done. You're done. I made it to 2K today, guys. Bam. So he's supposed to be delivering this truck. Oh, boy. Thank you, Lamb. And he's trying to pull it. Yeah, you're done. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, Toyota brother.
She made my day.
Ooh. Pop.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Let me try.
She knew what she was doing. She was just showing love.
They did that on purpose. Can you explain why we aren't watching Brain Rot? Because you haven't posted any. Oof.
What just happened? Over in there without it hitting the side.
So they're trying to build a pool here. So that's the steel. And they were trying to throw the, not the bladder, what's it called?
Cletus is so good with the
Cletus.
kids.
What's it called? Liner.
We should
Full liner.
consider cleaning these things up manually.
Okay, I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, okay. Really? Yeah. Okay, love you.
Oh. What up?
What do you think about a nice sandwich?
He's pissed. Pissed. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
When we've been together for too long.
She can't get out of the chair. She's stuck in the chair. She's stuck in the... hold on. Sorry.
When you
He did that on
realize
purpose.
it's already too late.
Here goes his fingers. Or his toe.
Cut, buddy. The show's over.
Oh.
Hammer!
Nope.
Just needed to lean back a little. What's a normal day like in the NBA? Practice makes everything perfect.
Biz bunu biliriz. Yani uşaklarımızda oyun.
Haley, you just won 1,000 followers. Get over here quick. Oh my god, really? Musically.
What should...
All right, hold on. Let me see. Dude, I don't know why I love this stuff so much. Oh, not the freaking crayon guy, eater guy again. This guy, dude. Still here, Roman.
Hello, everyone. Eating a box of crayons, part 7. So let's get it.
That's only one crayon. Ugh. Oh, jeez, dude. Some people. Ugh.
Kristen, anyway, subscribe on YouTube channel, follow on TikTok and Instagram video.
Oh, jeez, dude. I don't know why some people... I mean, I know why people do it. Absolutely. Made it to 2K. All right, let's say. Yeah. Frickin' but eating crayons?
What should we do while waiting for the
He
wife to
must be a
shop?
Marine. Yes, right. I don't think he is. I think he's just using the crayon eater thing to get that. Like he eats colored pencils and stuff too. But dude, if you, what up? Sorry, brother. Ooh.
And now we'll never know what's in the balloon.
There you go, Toyota. Happened again.
In situations like these, ordinary people find it hard to understand.
Vamos así.
Unremarkable. Ooh. Feeling better, man. Appreciate it, Sam. It's all right. Brother, listen. If you need assistance, you let people know. No problem. If it happens again, hey, let me know. I'll help you out. It's not like it's me. Right, exactly. If it doesn't pop,
I don't know how he thought this would end well.
If it don't pop, you didn't pop. This is a brilliant idea. It's not slippery on the bottom of the pool or anything.
Action!
Wash the leg?
Yeah.
No, wash everything.
The back of her head hit those rocks there.
Don't forget, make sure to prepare thoroughly before starting the job.
Oh.
Oh. Right. I need to get your email.
Let's see the price of laziness.
Yeah, listen. It's a 110th grade at gmail.com. It's all in my bio. But if you've got Discord, that's the easiest way. And I think I posted it. I think it's pinned in the link. But yeah, if you need my email, and it's just Amazon, I can just give you the links or whatever. But listen, it's not. Let's do this real quick. I want to show you something. Okay, for instance, watch this.
A 15-year-old boy presented to the emergency room with nyctalopia. Nyct derived from Greek meaning night.
Okay, that's fine.
Abbreviated from Greek word meaning blindness.
But just watch this real quick.
Meaning a visual disorder. Night blindness, but actually he couldn't see from both eyes in daylight too. 6 weeks earlier, he'd wake up every morning and everything was dark. His parents brought him to an eye doctor, but they didn't find anything wrong. And every morning, things just kept getting worse. One time when he was a few years old, his dad gave him one chicken nugget.
And I want you to see how long it takes the doctors to even check for a vitamin deficiency. All right? Just keep that in mind, how important vitamins are. But the doctors in the emergency room, it's the last thing they do. Just watch.
And it was over. His dad would try to give him different food, but the boy wasn't having it. Chicken nuggets became the only thing that he'd eat. And it devolved into the kind of situation where he'd eat at least 75 nuggets every day, and he did this for years. But over time, something was wrong. The boy started having trouble seeing. He'd walk into walls so hard that it would knock him down to the ground. He'd wake up screaming in the morning because he knew it was sunny and bright outside, but his field of view was completely dark. When doctors examined him, they didn't find anything wrong. His immune...
Hold on. Right. That's way too much. But imagine just doing much less than that, or still eating things, a day's worth of food that's worthless nutritionally. Just watch.
Immune system wasn't overreacting.
So his immune system wasn't overreacting. First thing they checked.
He didn't have any genetic abnormalities.
They checked his genetics. Okay, so they did all these tests.
They did a scan of his brain.
Scanned his brain.
And didn't find anything wrong there. But a blood test showed that his blood took a little bit longer than normal.
Checked blood clotting.
To clot, but nothing really that bad. This is something that could be caused by a nutritional deficiency, though. And so, given the absence of any other
they did all these other tests, and then they said, let's do a very simple blood test for for vitamin deficiency.
Doctors tested it to see if he had any deficiencies, and they found where all of his problems were from.
All of his problems. So they could have done that first.
Chicken nuggets aren't nutritionally complete. No single food is. It's missing multiple vitamins, most notably vitamin A, part of which emerges from beta carotene. And you may have heard that meme that carrots help improve your vision in the dark because it contains beta carotene. And with this deficiency, it can result in nyctalopia. The chicken nuggets this boy was exclusively eating didn't have vitamin A. And given that the body doesn't make vitamin A on its own, and that he was 15 going through puberty and growing very fast, this micronutrient deficiency can result in permanent damage. And despite giving him vitamins and him finally eating different foods, that damage was done. His vision didn't improve. He was deemed legally blind and registered with the state for disability as he was not able to make a recovery.
Okay, so my point being, when you go to the doctor, they do not check for vitamin deficiencies. They check for clotting factor. They check to see if you're having any enzyme issues. They'll even do brain scans, MRIs, and genetic checks. And then after they've charged you $100,000 for all those checks, then they'll do a $62 check for your vitamins and minerals. And then they'll say, oh, okay, you just weren't eating any. Your body doesn't make vitamins. How did you expect to get them? Right? And it's just like, so it's this kind of stuff. But they know, because if they could have found something else besides vitamins that they could prescribe to them, they would have done that. The problem is we're all living like this. We're all eating shit food. You're eating chicken nuggets, but you don't even know. You don't even know what you're taking. You don't know what you're eating and what's been removed or added artificially. You got no clue. When you get a clue, your life will get better because your body, even for vision, like the dude didn't have enough vitamin A in his body when he went through puberty, so his eyes didn't form properly. Okay, great. So why didn't his pediatrician check for vitamin levels? He probably got checked because it's better to have a problem because now you have a lifelong customer. That's terrible. Kid sounds like my pet. My pet eats chicken nuggets. I don't know if people even like his chicken nuggets, man. I just wait until Richard discovers Roblox. I don't trust the doctor. He can't bench more than me. All right, I heard it come through. I want a woman that can bench me for real, for real. Listen, you got to understand that where's that? I just hit 2,000 subs. And that it's up to you. If you go to a doctor and you say, I've got this problem, they're going to say, okay, let's see what list of pills is registered for that problem, not which vitamins. They do not check you for vitamin deficiencies until you're on the edge of death. That's the truth. So the damage can already be done. And the damage that was done to me, luckily, was reversible because my eyes were already formed, and I already made it through puberty and everything, and my growth spurts with proper amounts of nourishment. But I didn't start actually nourishing myself properly. All the food we get, if you're not cooking yourself, and if you're not growing your own food, or at least going to a farmer's market where the food is ripened on the vine connected to the ground, usually most of our food that we get at the supermarkets, they get picked from around the world. So they pick them way before they're ripe. And then they transport them where they're going to go. Then they artificially ripen them, usually like with bananas and stuff, ethylene gas. So they're green when they get there. So that means they weren't connected to the soil when they ripened to fill out their nutrition profile. But when you look up what the nutrition profile for a banana is, they don't use the ones that haven't been ripened, that were ripened improperly. They take one off of a vine somewhere that's been ripened properly, then test it and say, this is what you get when you eat a banana. But it's wrong because that's not what you're getting from this store currently. You're getting stuff that was picked as, so fruits and vegetables go through different processes for getting to size, bulking, which is fiber, and then becoming the nourishment part of it for when it's getting ready for its seeds. So it becomes the health source for its seeds, but not until it gets to the size it's supposed to get and then ripens. So that's how fruits and vegetables work. And if you don't get them like that, you're not, even if you look up, what does an apple have in it? That's an apple as it was properly pulled from a tree, as it ripened from the tree. Yeah. So, absolutely, you're screwed. You're all screwed unless you start looking into yourself, and you got to do it yourself. You got to be your own advocate. I'm not in it for the body. I'm in it for the funny. What up, everyday cuh? I really want to buy these vitamins. Start taking them. Like, okay, all right, hold on. All right, brother, hold on. All right, I just replied to you. I'll right after the stream, I'll send you a list, and we can talk about what if I were you, what I would take. What up, Lixavella Rain? Lovely Rain. Lovely Rain. Two different lesbians. The one that want a girl to pick me up, and the ones that want a girl to pick them up. Eat a lot of eggs and chicken and broccoli. Eggs are good for you for certain things. Protein, cholesterol, very good cholesterol. Chicken doesn't really have a whole lot. Nutrition. Well, it does, but you absolutely. And the chicken that you eat is store-bought chicken, which is chickens that are meant to grow and be unhealthy as hell. We'll talk about it. Strong women are the best. I agree. A woman that can throw. There's a lot of strong women. Just go to powerlifting, meet them there. The government doesn't want us to eat healthy. That's what they want to dumb us down and stupid and brainwashed. Right, because they want you to they want you to be in anxiety, because then you'll look to them for the answer, and then their answer will be like, well, society's the problem and we'll change society, just vote for me. But if they fix you, then you'll vote for somebody else. So they won't do that. There's dude of the day. What up, Mel? It's so true what you said about chicken. Yeah. Listen, you have to understand it's part of a nutritious diet, not a nutritious diet. Do you think Kirkland chicken from Costco is good? Yeah. I mean, you can't eat it every day. I mean, but I eat a small variety of things. I eat a lot of chili. I eat a lot of eggs, but the eggs come out of my backyard, so they get my chicken, my kitchen scraps and worms and whatnot. You know, they're not grain fed. Grain is not good for you. It's not it's a filler food, and we base everything off of it. Taking that as yes. What did I miss, Shiny? As a what? Oh, do you think Kirkland? Yeah, it's a good. Yeah, I mean, it's not bad for you, but it's not everything. It ain't like. Okay. A Hopkins doctor. My father went to Hopkins, and a Hopkins doctor that we knew through my dad published something that stuck with me, but I didn't listen to it for years. And it said the American diet without supplementation is suicide. So if you're eating an American diet, if you're door dashing your food, if you're eating everything off the shelf that's meant to be shelf stable and whatnot, it will destroy the things in your body needed for your body to absorb nutrition. You'll poop. So you're like, well, my food's working. So like, you know, it looks like everything's going through me, but you're not getting what you need out of even what you get. And even milk was a superfood, but they boil it, they steam process it, which kills a lot of the stuff that makes it good for you. What do you think about frozen stuff? No, I mean, dude, it depends. It depends what it is. If it's the microwave meals, no, they're absolute crap. They're just trash. You have to have at least 3 good meals a week that are like fresh, real food. And if you're busy and you gotta work, then yeah, be like, okay, well, I don't have time today, but not I don't have time this year. You can't do that. If you're stuck like that, you've got to supplement. You absolutely have to supplement. I had chicken today for lunch. I had chicken wings. Homegrown food even tastes different. 100% different. 100% different. Yeah, boy. I would not eat one of my own chickens. There's the great lamb. So, no, I absolutely. Listen. When you grow your own food, you will be so surprised the difference. Do you know when most people used to eat food without seasonings because it was good. You didn't really have to add seasonings until we started paying farmers for 100 acres of land worth of stuff. So they needed to make sure the soil gets so stripped of its nutrients that even the food that grows, they only add the nutrients back to the soil that plumps up. It's because they get paid by the weight. So they want to make sure that it weighs something. They don't care if it's nutritious. They do not care. Look, that's why they had to start adding vitamin A and D back into milk, because most of our diet doesn't get it. Your body don't make it. And you've got to get it from somewhere. Yotoy, where you been at, Lamb? All right, let's go back to the funny stuff. Well, I'll get you straightened out, brother. I'll get you straightened out today. Like I said, for what I would do for myself and my family, and you can, and I'll give you what you need to look at, and I'll give you what I would take at a bare minimum. All right, let's see. I'll do it now. But let me know. Do you take anything? If you take anything, if you're prescribed anything like that, if you've got cats, if you've got dogs, if you got whatever, if you do stuff you shouldn't be doing, let me know. Lamb chops. You know when COVID happened, the government went to people's farms offering to buy them.
That's exactly what I wanted to happen.
Yes, yes, absolutely.
If you're thinking of self-destructing the house, forget about it.
I'm 5'6".
Would you mind if we redo it once again?
Bro, please tell. All right. So the big thing is you have to make sure you're healthy enough to grow. If you're stunted, it's because there's a nutritional deficiency. You can't be eating McDonald's and bullshit like that. You have to make sure the food you put in you and the vitamins and minerals that you put in you, you have to make sure that you have a complete diet. This stuff is not complicated. It sounds complicated because it's like, oh, no, you need to make sure you're taking the big A, D, and E. You absolutely need to take. Absolutely. Zinc, you absolutely need to take. And then that will take care of 90% of the issues. And then if you start having little other issues, then you can start dialing things in. But just if you feel like crap and your body's not doing what you want it to do, it's most likely because you're not healthy enough. You can't, if you're eating DoorDash and McDonald's and Burger King and shit like that and expecting to be healthy and grow from that, you're sorely mistaken. Protein is good. Yeah, you definitely need protein. You need to be eating as fresh as eggs as you can possibly get. You need to be drinking milk. Absolutely. You need to be eating beef. You need to be getting beef in your body. If you're not taking any supplemental vitamins, beef is where you're going to get most of your nutrition from. But it gets expensive. So it's less expensive to get like the B12 from supplement than trying to eat enough beef, because it would cost you hundreds of dollars a week rather than $20 a month or less. What if a person said doesn't like beef as a dietary restriction? Well, you're screwed. So you better replace that with supplementation. Listen, most humans need beef. Need it. There's no other way besides supplementation to get what you need from it. If you're a vegetarian or a vegan, you're screwed. If you're in America, you're screwed unless you're growing your own food, because the food we get from the grocery store is not nutritious enough. Next, all right, brother. I've been working a lot of overtime. Sometimes it sucks, baby. Here, but yeah, chicken's good. Yeah, absolutely. But okay, let's go. Let's do this. Nutritional differences between chicken and beef. All right. Chicken is lower in calories and fat, higher in protein. You need good fat. Absolutely. 100%. You need fat. Good fat. Absolutely. Making it ideal for weight management. Okay? Ideal for weight management. So to lose weight. But when you put on weight, you can turn that weight into muscle. Beef is richer in iron, zinc, B12. Both are complete protein. Chicken is leaner. Beef offers more essential minerals for immunity and energy. You absolutely need beef or the nutrition that beef offers. You can't. Protein is not protein. Beef is not chicken. Absolutely not. Elk and venison is high in protein. Right. Yeah, I'm mostly vegan, by the way. I do consume eggs and meat daily. Chicken. Yeah. You brother, if you're doing it because the poor animals, then start looking at violent animals. Start looking at violent animals. That'll make you be like, okay, it's okay to eat these. If you keep looking up nice and fluffy little cute cows, then you're gonna be like, oh, I don't want to eat these things. But look at bulls that want to rip your intestines out. Look at things that want to kill you, and you can start changing the mindset. You have to understand how you're made, how you're created, what your teeth do, and how you're supposed to eat. If you want to be a vegan, it's going to be very expensive, very expensive. You absolutely, and if you buy your food from the grocery store and you're a vegan, you're very, very, you have to start growing your own food or finding it on farmer's market. I got set off meat when I looked into how easy foodborne illness was spread on raw meats. Okay, so what I do is I get my meat all from one cow. I can buy a quarter of a cow for $700 and it lasts a year. $700 for a year. And all of my ground beef is from one cow. It's not 600 cows blended together into a McDonald's patty. It's one cow that lived 2 miles down the street, that ate grass, breathed the air I breathe, and shared the environment that I share. So the same immunities and stuff that I would get, pollen and stuff, it's dealt with, and it helps my body with that. And it's one cow. Yeah, it's expensive to do that, but the healthier you are, the less money you spend on bullshit doctor's visits. I'm not talking about just doctor's visits. I'm talking about, I just don't have energy. And well, because you're not eating anything that gives you energy. You need creatine in your body for your body and brain. You don't need weightlifters versions of it. Does beef have vegan substitutes? No. And the reason that they make those fake vegan beef substitutes are so that they can get the money. It's not healthy. It's not good for you. Your body can't break it down like you think it can. This is why vegans' farts smell so bad. Not cute, lamb. Crafting. Beef is the natural choice. Yes, you need it. Creatine, right. You need creatine. You need creatine. How do you keep that massive chunk out of the temp danger zone? Do you freeze? Yes, I got freezers. Yeah, it's not a big chunk. The guy that owns the dairy and that owns the dairy farm, he does the slaughtering and the butchering. He does it. I get it all wrapped up just like you would get it from the grocery store. It's got a sticker on it, FDA, blah 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 blah. And it says not for sale because it's all so you get 4 people, $2,800. He gets that. He takes the animal at the end of life, not a little baby cow jumping around loving life. After they stop giving milk, they start to die. So you slaughter them before they die and start to rot in the field, and then he slaughters them and he butchers them into whatever. You can say how thick you like your steaks and how much ground beef you want and how much of whatever you want from your portion. And then you just freeze everything. And none of it, it's got no bullshit. It's not grass finished. It's grass everything. It lived on a dairy farm in a field, not in a closet somewhere, force-fed bullshit and given injections because they're all sick together. And you can find that. No one even thinks about it. No one looks for it. I eat out every day. I love Asian cuisine too. Funsky, what up? Vegan products cost a fortune because they know it. They know you'll pay it because and then you're going to get sick because you're not going to have the nutrition that you need. So then you're going to go to the doctor and the last thing they're going to check is your vitamin and mineral levels. They're going to put you on all kinds. I'm depressed all the time. The world's so bad because you're unhealthy. And it's huge. Vitamin D and vitamin B12 absolutely change your mindset, absolutely change your mood, the chemistry that affects your mood. Cows are great for beef and shakes. A lot of vegan food is plastics. Right, dude, they're doing 3D printed vegan meat. It's all processed. They got to process it so the plant that they grind up into a paste to squirt it out of a tube doesn't just start rotting right away. So they add all kinds of stuff to it, emulsifiers and stuff that destroy your gut lining. And then you can't absorb the little bit of nutrition that's left in that rotten vegetation. It won't get through your gut wall because the gut lining, which is oily, gets broken down by the emulsifiers. Yes, it's absolutely. What up, Spartacus? 110 degrees. I don't have no kids. Girls don't like me. If V12 helped me, I've been taking the wrong kind. Yeah, and it will. Yeah, cyanocobalamin will help you, but it dies so quickly. So because we can explain the chemistry, right? So this is why they put cyanocobalamin, that version of B12, in energy drinks. You get a little hit, and then it goes out of your body in a few hours. So then you want to drink another energy drink, and you think it's the caffeine. You think it's the B12, little B12 hit, and they put niacin in it, so you feel that niacin flush in your skin. You're like, I can feel it working. It's all a scam. I like mechanically remove meat. Dairy cows have an expiration date as milk productivity goes. Exactly. As they stop producing milk, they will start to die. Homegrown dairy cows last much longer, so there's no pressure. Right, and they're not all jacked full of wackadoo-ass chemistry. Where am I at? Okay, sorry, back to the comedy. Sorry. But yeah, you got to understand, everyone, you've got to understand that you cannot trust these massive corporations with your help. The agricultural corporation and the pharmaceutical industry are in bed together. The pharmaceutical industry works with the agriculture industry to make sure the crops don't get eaten by bugs and make sure the cows don't die because they're stuck in little closets side by side, all 3 inches apart from each other. So they give them all kinds of wackadoo shit, steroids and all kinds of stuff to make them grow faster so you can get very much less nutritious meat out of them. Then you get sick, then you go to the doctor, so they get money that way, then they get money this way. And then you get put on pills to try to make you feel better because you're depressed and exhausted all the time. and then you stay on them for the rest of your life. So no, you absolutely got to break that. If you're willing to go and get put on antidepressants, you have to try nutrition first. You have to make sure, like you can ask Google. You can say, which vitamin deficiencies affect depression, and then it'll say vitamin D3, vitamin B12 are needed to regulate this, and that. And then so you want to start getting them in you. And brother, I'll give you links. Who's they? They baddest. The pharmaceutical industry and the agriculture industry. Our bodies have canines, therefore they stay meaty. So, yeah, right. You have to rip into some meat. All right, brother Lamb.
Have people seen the consequences of
see
trusting
this debate?
fools?
I need to get my glasses. Oh, here we go. Oh, I thought that was gonna be a crotch slap. Nice catch. Nice catch.
It's still dangerous for Dublin pedestrians.
Listen, you can eat whatever you want. You have to know what your body needs, plain and simple. What your body needs to not just stay alive, but to thrive. You can eat cotton candy and frickin' ghost farts, but if you make sure that you're supplementing with what you need in order for your body to work, you have to know what kind of neurotransmitters the brain needs, and then you say, okay, now we need these. Now I can go take a pharmaceutical that will make those neurotransmitters, but how does the body make it? The body needs these pieces of chemistry or these pieces these precursors in order to make this chemistry move forward. So you need to make sure that the vitamins and the minerals that your body uses to synthesize these in your own body, you're getting those in you. Just like if you want to make a volcano happen, you dump baking soda and vinegar. You're putting the two things in there that it needs to make the gas, to make the little volcano. So your body is you need to make sure that you're putting in it. You want to feel better. You want to feel happier, less depressed. You're depressed and have no reason. Nobody's dead. Nothing happened. There's no reason you're depressed. You just hate waking up in the morning, hate going to bed at night. Then that means you don't have the proper chemistry in order for those things to be true, for you to feel better at those times. So then what do you say? You say, okay, well, what do I need for these? And then you break it down slowly. What foods contain these? And if you don't want to eat those foods, you say, okay, well, how else can I get these? And then what's different? There's different types of vitamin C. There's different types of vitamin B12, D, 2, 3, and 4. K, MK7, MK4. There's different types. So you learn. So it'll be a couple months fiddling around and saying, do I get a benefit? Do I not get a benefit? And then when you start seeing a benefit, you'll realize, okay, I can do this on my own. Instead, like serotonin reuptake inhibitors, that's meant to use more of the serotonin that you have in your brain, to leave it there longer. But what else can you do? How about helping your body make more serotonin? So what do we need to make serotonin? And then you say, okay, what foods contain that? At what levels? And then you just continue down. Here in Ireland, we have the highest percentage of restaurants with vegan options, making us number 3 capita, which is funny. Well, Ireland might not grow food like America does. You may have a much better option, but the number one thing I would do is do this. Okay, and I do this all the time. If you've got ADHD, if you've got depression, if you've got anxiety, okay, vitamin deficiencies and anxiety. All right, so vitamin deficiencies right here. It disrupts neurotransmitter function. Key deficits include vitamin D, vitamin B, especially 12 and 6, magnesium, iron, and fatty acids. So you need them. If any of those are low, your body will try to get it from other sources in your body, but you're depleting it from those other sources. So you have a deficiency somewhere. So I'll send you links. Sorry, I'll send you links to the exact stuff that I use that made such a big difference to me, and you can get on them tomorrow, and you'll notice them. If you're deficient, you'll notice in an hour the B12. If you're B12 deficient, if you're not eating beef regularly and drinking good milk regularly, you're most likely deficient in B12. And the big thing, like I said, about chlorinated water, they used to use chlorine, which evaporates out of the water. So if you let your water sit for a couple hours, most of it will evaporate out. But in order to keep the pipes sanitized between the water filtration place and your home, they use something called chloramine, which is a chloride type chemistry that doesn't evaporate. So when you drink it, it starts sanitizing your insides. It kills the bacteria, the beneficial bacteria that you need to help move things through the gut wall into the bloodstream. And it's not much more complicated than that. You have to get things outside of your body, inside of your gut. So you've got to eat them. You got to put them in your mouth. And then they got to get from your gut, your intestines and gut, into your bloodstream. So that requires something. And then you have to get it from your bloodstream into your tissues and brain. That's another one. So like D, for calcium. So if you eat things with calcium in it, you need vitamin D to get the calcium into your bloodstream. But then you'll have a lot of calcium in your bloodstream. So how do you get it out of the bloodstream? Well, K2, MK4, K2 is, there's two main versions of K2, MK4 and MK7. The one I take, my skin is MK4, but the liquid that I take is MK7. Anyway, that moves the calcium out of your blood and into your bone. So you can take a lot of vitamin D and then have issues because you're not taking. So this is what a complete nutrition means. That the stuff you're putting in your mouth is ending up in your tissues, and that's the way you want it, not just in your blood. I don't think I'll take dietary advice from a vegan that looks sick all the time, crashed out, dude. Right? And she's so angry. She's so angry, and it's misery loves company. You can tell she wants you to be miserable like her. Tonight is a good night. Pizza Thursday in the psych ward. What up, Adam? Throw some extra pepperoni on. I love it. Hey, Richard, me and Senpei are beating the dragon for the third time because we are bored. Oh, you'll do it, brother. You'll do it. Kill the dragon. All right, let's see. Okay, so there's anxiety, and we'll do depression too. All right, and it'll probably be the same thing. Vitamin D, vitamin B12, and those are the big two right there. 6 and B9 are strongly linked to depression. So deficiencies in all of this stuff is strongly linked to depression. So when you go to the doctor and you said, I am depressed, I'm at the end of my rope, why does he not say, well, let me make sure you're not deficient in anything before I start feeding you some stuff? Some bullshit. And they don't, because they make patients, they make customers, not friends. The guards might trade me some extra Pepsi for some cigarettes. All right, let me take care of him real quick too. All right, let's do this. We're gonna do this. We're gonna go B12 Amazon. Oops. All right, let me shut this off. Pepperoni is like sausage gold in here, man. If you can get pepperoni, it's like the walls can find you no longer exist. It's the happiness. All right, let me see. So we're gonna go to superior source. Oops. Oops. Okay. Ow, I bit my lip. All right, and we're going to do this real quick, and then we're going to go here. Sorry. I'm getting him straight. Oops. All right, I'll be on 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. All right. All right. Hey, brother. Sorry, you still there? I just sent you an email with the links to what you need. Exactly. These days, mental treatment's being used as means to control gun rights, so it's worth trying a remedy for natural things. Right. Listen, because if imagine this. Imagine you are having some depression, some anxiety, and you don't know if it's from having a vitamin deficiency, mineral deficiency that's keeping your body from your brain from being able to make the things it needs to make to not make you depressed. And you go to the doctor and you say, I'm depressed. Now you've got records of you going to say, I'm depressed. And then anytime later on in life, you can say, hey, I want to run for office. And it looks like you had some depression there that was so out of control. You had to see a doctor. Are you that weak? You know, and then you can be like, well, deer meat's good too. Yeah, listen, that stuff's good too because it's all basically the vegans want to recruit you into happy-go-lucky cauliflower. That's so depressing. They're not happy. Most vegans are very malnourished and very, look how, dude, that woman looks bad. Her hair looks bad. Her skin looks bad. She's pissed off all the time. Never talk to her. I'd have a conversation with her. Bro, I'm taking creatine now too, functioning on less sleep than before. I don't even want to stay in bed. Right. Isn't that freaking amazing? Isn't that amazing so one of the great things about creatine, excess creatine, is that it counteracts loss of sleep. So instead of being tired, oh man, I'm so tired, and not being able to think and crash into your car and stuff, it gets rid of that exhaustion. Just because you didn't get enough sleep, it doesn't ruin your week. Yeah, and absolutely, I add it to my coffee. Most vegans die before people eat meat. Yes, because their bodies are going to trash. What's different if you die today or tomorrow? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to you, Roman. Maybe so it sounds like you're a little depressed. If you don't have the feeling that you have life in you that you should use for something, for the good of humanity and the good of your friends and your loved ones, you sound depressed. You should fix that, and I'll help you. Do you talk about your twin sister being a teacher? Yeah. Eat yourself to death, right? And listen, think about this. Imagine screwing up your guts. And so your intestines aren't absorbing the nutrition from the food that you're eating, right? Now, sometimes you'll eat some and you'll get a little bit of nourishment so you feel a little bit better for a little while, but then you fall back in that depression. So what do? You go back to eating more and you go back to eating more, and you're not getting 100% out of what you should be getting because your guts are out of whack. So then you get fatter and fatter and fatter because you're so depressed that you're trying to get the nutrition in you. And when you go to the doctor, what do? They say, okay, we'll take some antidepressants, and then whatever your body's using, we'll try to use the best of it. Right. If you don't have goals in life, if you don't want, like, my goal is to make as many people happy as possible. So if I die sooner, I make less people happy. I mean, maybe some people will be happy that I die, but my point is, I'm on a mission. I want a mission to try to make as many people healthy and happy as possible. Okay, you don't talk happy. Why do you bring up such negative stuff all the time? Stuff that try to hurt people for living a life that makes them and other people happy. I don't think you think. I don't think you're thinking. I think you're repeating things you've heard that you haven't thought about. You sound like Dunning-Kruger 101. Let me show you what that is, because you probably don't know. Dunning-Kruger. Dunning-Kruger is a cognitive bias with people with limited knowledge or competence in a domain greatly overestimate their own knowledge or competence. That's what it sounds like. Bro, please don't get mad at me, but you kind of look a bit like us. That's fine. I don't think it. Bro, I think he's having an opinion. Bro thinks having an opinion is thinking. Right. That's Dunning-Kruger. Because they can say stuff, they think that I thought about it, dude. I thought about it for 35 years, but I'm only 14. Okay, well, I think you understand what you mean, Roman, because death is unpredictable, yet you guarantee we toil with the thought of the point of being mild, pessimistic, and acceptance. It isn't the only way, right? It isn't the only way. You might think, but you might not be right. You might think you're right, but there's so much evidence against you being right or for you being right. Which evidence do you believe? Anyway. And like I said, I'll help you. I think, therefore I am. You actually can feel better about it. Many people do. Why can't you? Right. Many people don't feel it. We just died. It just doesn't matter because we're just accidental cosmic waves that made the freaking earth out of nothing, dude. At the end of the day, everybody fears death, but it wasn't I feel first messages or energy. No, it wasn't. No, but they were here before earlier being like, God doesn't exist and I can prove it. But you can't. I look depressed, folks, but I'm disabled and 64 this year. You have to have goals, even hobbies. You can't, even if you can't work like me. I'm building a shop to fit me. Turn wood, make lives. Yeah, right. Absolutely. Leave something. Make some shit. Sell some shit. Give some shit away. Do whatever. Right. Produce something. Besides, I don't need no man. I'm gonna go work for a company for all my life, and I can't get married because then my career. Okay, but then they'll just fire you when you're 51, and then what are you gonna do? I wish I was married. Yo, brother Howard, remember me? Yes, plutonium, I remember you from like 6 months ago. Too many people produce negative energy. Right. And it's like cancer. It spreads. That's why I want to try to help people that think like that, that feel like that. Because they don't have to. And it's like when you come in, the people are like, God ain't real, right? Okay, cool. That's how'd you come to that conclusion? Because logic, because science. I took science in like 5th grade. Okay, cool. So did I. And I came to a different conclusion. Why wouldn't you ask me how I came to that conclusion? And they don't ask. They just say, no, I know more. And that's the Dunning-Kruger effect. That's people think because they were told something from a friend in school or a teacher in school when they were in freaking 9th grade that whatever is true. But they don't know that. They've never researched that, but they just believe that everything that they've learned or heard about in school is true. Turn on positive energy. Turn positive energy into negative energy. That's what people try to do. Used to tell something about Iran. Now tell us something about Iran and U.S. conditions. We talked a lot about that earlier. We're doing comedy right now. I should probably do a whole stream on it. We can do that. We're 8 o'clock. We're doing Minecraft, so we won't get into Iran right now. You can never know how much. You can never know too much or never learn too much. Even when you die, you learn new things. This is what I like to say. Okay, I know a lot about a lot of things, but I also know that I don't know a lot about a lot of things. So I want to teach what I know and learn what I don't. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? When people say that they think or they know things that they can't possibly know, they're just lying. They're just being deceptive. And if they're willing to be deceptive about things like that, then what aren't they willing to deceive you about? And the Dunning-Kruger effect, yes. There are such things I didn't know besides life. Okay, have you forgotten to send me a Tesla? Sorry about that, brother. It's only wrong to small-minded people. Yeah, it's unfortunate. We'll get to it. I forgot about that one host. Which one host? Oh! You're talking about the vegan teacher. Hold on, let's see what space count we got here. Space count. Jesus, dude.
Nuts are itching. You probably just have a hungry LeBron James who simply must have thought he was on a mega fried chicken wing. So, if you want to solve
frickin' space count. Angry cops did an Iran meme video. Fair warning. All right, brother. Do you support the Second Amendment? Yeah, absolutely. I support the hell out of it. No, he doesn't. This guy is so funny. All right, let's see what we're doing here. Bam. Okay, let's get back to some comedy. Now we'll go to recess. The Dunning-Kruger effect. I used to say that quite a bit. I almost forgot about it. Yeah, absolutely. Listen, if anybody ever tells you, Republican or Democrat, that you should not have the right to protect your own family, they want your family to no longer be here. They know the crime rates in the United States. They know there's evil in the world, and they know that listen, they promote being vulnerable. You should be vulnerable. You should tell people how weak you are so we know how to attack you. It's fucking so full. It's so crazy. You should be vulnerable. Guys should be vulnerable. You should paint your fingernails instead of owning a gun. No, you do that. Oh, nice catch. Oh, no. Nope.
Don't stop. Now you're 3/4 through.
You know what just happened here? His paycheck just hit. He got the notification on his phone, and he's going to his dealer. That's what happened. In the constituency, it says the right to bear arms shall not be in the Constitution. Yes. I'm an expert on the Dunning-Kruger effect.
Remember, safety first when operating equipment like forklifts.
Now you're going to be picking that up, bro. Oh, that's
Don't
not
wonder
grass.
if he never plays ball again.
We are our own first responders. Right. We're our own first responders. Exactly. Police come to sweep up the evidence and give it to a prosecutor. That's what police officers do. Now, yes, bless them for standing in the way, a line of fire when that happens, but you don't, like in Canada, they'll tell you to leave your keys by the front door. So if someone breaks into your house to steal your car, they won't kill you before stealing your car. Yeah, we'll do Minecraft tomorrow. I don't know. I work tomorrow. I know school Saturday. We'll do that Saturday too.
Huh? I don't even know how she managed to do that.
That was funny.
Yo, are new shoes really a good choice?
They should not put those things at bars.
Grab my arm.
Oh. Yeah, I can see that coming. Dunning-Kruger effect, mentality of science, classifying humans and mass migration movement as liquid. Yeah. Huh? He's joking. Somebody else is gonna do it. Oh, I thought somebody else was gonna go in and try it and scream. Oh.
He just wants to clear his mind.
He just did. No, dude. That was an ashtray. Is that his teeth? Huh? That was his teeth.
He's truly a professional.
That was a good get.
Love can help us forget everything.
Why would you have somebody that's so obviously untrained in gymnastics? Okay, so let me show you guys what's happening here. When someone loses an argument and they've got nothing left to say logically at all, they're done. This is how you know you've won. This is how you know you've won an argument. When something like this right here happens, when they have to attack you, they're done. They're absolutely done. This is Dunning-Kruger in effect. Her reality, or his reality, Roman's reality, just dissolved. Everything that they believed to be true just broke down. And they had to say, you're going to get rid of the invisible God. Have you looked for that invisible God? No, obviously you haven't. So this is how you know you've won an argument. So do not get mad at weak-minded people. When they do this, you have won. You don't have to let them know like I'm letting them know, but you can know. So you do not have to fight back with stuff like this. You've already won. You've already won. Not true. What up, B2B? Jesus loves you, bro. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, a host, when the tornado op stated, your car is right to the front door. Let them take your vehicle. Right. Yes. Pack it in. All right, let's see. Toronto cops. Yeah.
Playing like that isn't fair, girl. Proof that she grew up with siblings.
Your phone.
Okay.
Yes.
The definition of elephant in the room. What is the definition of elephant in the room? Oof. The elephant in the room is the thing that no one wants to talk about, but should be talked about. Like, hey, dude, there's a big ass thing right here. Like, if we were talking physically, like if there was a big ass hole in my wall and there was like water running out of it, but we're talking about math. They're like, dude, I love how they claimed God is invisible. So is wind and oxygen. Right, exactly. It's so funny. It's so funny. Right, so is wind, so is air, but you trust that, you have faith that that's not going to stop. You believe that it's there because someone told you it, and you can feel it, right? But you can't feel air unless wind blows, right? Right, Roman?
Huh?
Oof! He just dove into the air.
Number 2, Max.
Never touch things that don't belong to you.
The chinchilla in the room. Oh, yeah, I have to clean that up.
Maybe he doesn't need to work tomorrow.
He did it on purpose, absolutely.
How could she think this would succeed? He saved the food instead of his life.
I got a couple of meters and see if it starts. You're full of not. Just run as far as you can.
I'll show you a way to make it look really busy.
This is a bad idea.
Everything could be perfect, except for the flying phone.
Oh, dude, you're so lucky.
Well, this mistake will cost dearly.
Cable in the chair, cable in the chair.
Bruh.
Playing around at work. There you go.
It's the type of person who emails the company and says it arrived broken.
I have 8 chickens, a farm, a cat, a family 2 doors down, and I've got a community of almost 2,000 people. I've got a lot of responsibility.
I can't wait to see what happens.
But as somebody who thinks, wouldn't you have thought to ask what responsibilities I have? Honestly, who are you to decide to do that? Right. They're still trying to hurt me. They're still trying to say, they have no idea. They didn't even ask what my responsibilities are in life. They got no idea who I am.
Happens next.
Oh, the plastic chair. Oh, jeez. Elon Musk states he only admires the creator. The common knowledge in the scientific community is everything. Right. Everything was in fact created. So when you look, if you really want, the problem is you listen to scientists that haven't done anything in life. When you look at the people that like the Nobel Prize winners, 80% of all of the Nobel Prize winners in chemistry are Christians. 65% of overall in everything Nobel Prize winners are Christian, and then you have other religions, and then atheists only make up about 10%. So people that are looking for not just say that God did it, but how God did it are more likely to find and make better advancements for humanity. What up, Spencer? Oh, they. I thought you were trying to say, hey. Imagine saying that a dude with a sick Diesel shirt, you'll never win. Right, dude. What you talking about? Look at it. Look at this freaking sick. You think you'll play with it? All right.
The safety net did its job very well.
I had no idea of that. Interesting. Richard is cool beans, even if nothing
Safety
else
comes naturally when you have common sense.
Communicating and informing folks of things they didn't know. Yeah. What, and imagine wanting to stop that. Like the world would be a better place. And what's very interesting, and I don't blame them at first. Like if somebody's just scrolling through their feed and it's meme, bull crap, meme 6, 7, blah, 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 crap, fart jokes, blah, 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 blah. And then they get to somebody different. They just expect more of the same. And so that's why I give people that come in some grace, right? Because they just figure it's just more of the same. Oh, they're so lucky that Patty's inside.
Luckily, he's still always here.
Wow, good freaking grip strength. Did you see that? She's got some.
He'll disappear.
Listen, when she fell and she still held that bar, that was amazing. Watch this.
Luckily,
for this
he's still
to happen
always
right
here.
and her to hold on. That's amazing.
6,
7, actually,
He'll disappear for a long time.
No sound all this. You guys all right? La 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 la. Refresh Mentor YouTube had an update. There you go. You guys got it. Everybody else got it. Okay? I can see it looks like the meters are jumping.
Oof. I hope he'll use less soap next time.
Concrete is unforgiving. Oh, dude.
It looks like Wally is nearly to fail in his mission.
Oh, jeez, dude. They filled it with water.
How are you dealing with your Monday?
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Oh no. Okay, so someone drove on the rim. Settings app force stop if your app is giving you trouble. Yep. Thank you, Adam. Now look at this. So someone drove to the shop on the rim. There's no tire left. There's no back of the rim.
I can't wait to see what happens next.
Look at that. The tire. There's no. They drove on that. They used that rim as a tire. Oh, he hit himself in the foot.
Bruh.
He didn't fall at all. He's actually enjoying his job.
Gore all humans, not fate. Keep trying, Roman. Listen, you haven't looked at the other side of the argument. You only heard what the skeptics say. You haven't heard what they were arguing against and what the believers result or retort to that was. Because there's a whole world on both sides. It can't be proven scientifically either way. It can't be proven. So you can't say that you know because someone told you. They lied to you if they told you. They lied to you. You've been deceived. You can find, just search proofs that God exists, proofs that we're created. Absolutely. And then go down the rabbit hole. Drive a Firestone. Yeah. Here, hold on. Yeah, you should be able to, Brisk. Oh, okay. Oh, no, you're not. No, you got to send it to the Discord. Join the Discord, Brisk. People like me? No, I mean, I told you I'd help you. Whoever told you that it's proven that there's no God, like you said in the earlier stream, they lied to you because you can't prove it. Ask ChatGPT. I'll wait. Ask any one of your favorites. Ask, does God exist? Ask it. Ask any one of your most scientific platforms. Ask anything. Ask him. And instead of reading just someone's Reddit blog, look for scientific consensus. It would be there already. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, send it. Just put it in recess, or and I'll copy it out of there. Hey, go grab a bottle of hate. Can you grab that? Go grab a bottle of love. Can you grab that? Can you call love? Can you call hate? It's common sense. Something came before the Big Bang, and the Lord taught him, when the coming human is perfect, life is you. That Frostberry flop on the high jump is an easy thing. That's a pretty big deal. Any thoughts on globe Earth theory? What do you mean? Like, is it globular? Here's a globe. Get off. All right, where was it? Did he post it? Man. Okay. Hold on one second. One second. Hold on. Hurt my back. Just pray that he intervenes in your life. I've seek him, bro. You give him your willpower. What up, Kevin? All right, let's see what this is. 3 creating mega fails. All right, let's do this real quick. Hold on. Let's do this real quick. Bam, bam. Oh, jeez. Hold on. Let's see. Water can't stick to a ball, but it does stay on the plate. I be tinkering.
Oh, game over.
Dude, if he would have got pulled over that cliff, he'd have been done. What are you doing?
Oh, it's bad. It's pretty bad.
They didn't put down the whack-a-mole. I want to see when the person proves the flat Earth finds that edge. Yeah, me too.
Oh.
Oh, he was trying to get a front-end loader out of the bottom of the mine.
Oh, game over.
Yeah, man, I feel like
Oh, it's bad.
Yeah, so
it's pretty bad. And
somebody can get rid of Roman. She's a child. You can come back. Just put her out for a couple hours. That's rough. All right, for your consciousness and knowing. Right. The whole point that you're here, that you can think and feel. I want you to do a research, Roman. Where is the mind in the human body? Where is the mind? What is a thought? Tell me the chemical equation for a thought. Find that for me.
What's a typical winter day like?
Nope.
Perhaps forklift driving should also require a license.
Oh, gee. I don't think you have 6,000 years old. Yeah. I don't either.
Oj, nej. Så.
Nah, she's hitting the button. That's funny. Is ice melting a problem for the flat Earth?
Don't
no,
let
brother.
Ron see this
it's
video.
called super gravity. Super. One of the things so cool. No, understood. But when they get to the point that they just want to hurt people, they got to go away till they get over that. They feel bad because I made a fool out of them by them trying to make a fool out of me, and they had to start trying to just hurt people's feelings. They didn't want information, right? They didn't say, can you help me find this? Can you help me? Or maybe I was wrong, or maybe they don't know anything. They're very probably too young to even have. So probably shouldn't even be on here. Yeah. So this is the thing. So imagine having a spinning disc, right? So you have a spinning plate, and you put water on the plate. Where does the water go? It goes to the edge and then flies off. So you would have, if the Earth was flat, it would not, the water, the precession, the actual precession, radial precession, I can't remember which one, would keep it. If you got to try to force faith down others' throats, are probably in doubt and just trying to justify a broken, dumbass man. This guy still believes in Santa Claus, brother. Now, see, Santa Claus is a story that there's no history or evidence for. Santa Claus is, right? We know Santa Claus, the story but there's actual historical evidence for Jesus. Without a doubt, like even the Romans, the documents that the Romans kept. Yeah, what do you thought of Santa Claus? It's so odd how people try to compare God and Santa Claus or Jesus and Santa Claus. Resorting to insults is, yeah, they're failures. I like your stream. Keep up the good work. Will do, Super Crunch, brother. Santa Claus and God. Imagine even trying to.
Oh my god.
She'll believe she can fly.
St. Nicholas is a real man, and Santa and him wasn't right.
Smart waiters always make
joking.
everything fun.
Oh!
The driver couldn't hide his love for basketball. Ability to jump high? Check.
That's broken. Oh, man.
The phone said, yeah,
Wow.
here we go.
Hold on. This guy, dude.
Couldn't hide his love for basketball.
They have,
Ability to jump high?
Dude, they have a superiority complex and expect to win the argument through human logic. Right. The thing is, they don't understand the difference between natural and supernatural. But supernatural, there's very, 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 very smart people and very, very high research colleges that the only reason that they have to say agnostic is because they won't get funding from some states levels to do their own science. No reasonable one denies the historical Jesus, but where is the evidence for any God? Dude, listen, okay, I understand you haven't studied it, but what have you? I understand you want to interrupt the stream. I understand you're lost. But listen, you can start by researching that, my brother. There is Google, there's ChatGPT, there's a bunch of stuff that can lead you to documentation. Just look for it first, and then bring what causes you concern or question, and we can talk about it. Nobody wants to give faith. No one wants to give faith on someone. I just want everyone to live a good life and make life for kingdom, bro. What's wrong? Right. Why would you want to not? Yeah. When did you guys get the beliefs you have through from another person or the facts presented to themselves? Me, they presented them to myself. I was an agnostic atheist. I was an atheist, absolutely an atheist. And then I wanted to prove Christians and Muslims and whatnot wrong. So, but then as I got more and more into learning about the fine tuning, and when it came to the universe, and then looking at human development, and I looked into the abiogenesis argument. It just doesn't work. When you start to learn enough about chemistry to realize that you can't get to the points you need to get to even so, if you just said even the Earth was here forever, even if it was, or even for a couple billion years, that the chemistry on Earth, then people that say that do not understand chemistry. They do not understand how chirality works. When you mix chemicals together to make something, you can get what's called chirality. It's like left-handed and right-handed chemicals. So you can't fit the right-handed glove on the left hand. A life only works with the left-handed chemistry, and you can't, in nature, there's no filtering process to only get the left-handed molecules. You can't do it. So you can, in a lab, you can do that. You can use, but a human and machines make that happen. That wasn't there on the early Earth. So you can't even get to the first cell. And when you look up the science for it, they say things that they can't repeatably prove. For instance, they say that there was a bacteria that got infected by a virus that caused the genetic. Well, how did genetics get there originally? And then you can't prove that. You can't have the bacteria and you can't have the virus and say here it was before and after and then do the experiment. So they result to history because it can't be proven. So therefore it's not repeatable. So it's not good science. So it's what's called a weak evidence. The countless miracles. Right, yeah. There's lots of evidence. I generally go off fact and prove over a fear of death, a place nobody has ever been to, unless you're here. Young people never. Brother, you're just using vicious arguments. You haven't looked into it. If you think it's fear of death, that's. I don't know what religion you're talking about, but you're talking about the difference between religion and there being a God. The religion doesn't have to mean that. For us being created in some sort, you're blending the two together. It's okay. Somebody get rid of that guy. Mental terrorism. It helps so many people. Like I said, more Christians have made have won Nobel Prizes in chemistry than anybody else. 85%. So how's that mental terrorism? There's a thing called age of knowledge. I was agnostic because religion was forced on me as a southerner. The last 5 years, I lost everyone. My brother, cousins, parents, everyone. You're just running out James Tour and Discovery Institute nonsense. All right, look up James Tour and the Discovery Institute. Tell me how you feel. Everyone knows life is unfair. God exists doesn't make it less fair. That's short-sighted. I mean, I just really asked him, man, if you really exist, prove it. Boy, did he prove it. There you go.
Check. The phone said, yeah, here we go.
I don't even know what the Discovery Institute is.
Huh? Oh my god, what am I doing? Not in it.
I heard a voice shouting, KO, you win.
What up, Worthy?
He couldn't wait any longer.
Oh.
Nothing can stop her, not even a wheelchair.
You would make it, Caitlin.
Think of a pair of rubber boots. They'll make you feel more confident.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Bruh.
Oh! That hurt. Why would you do that? No wedding night there.
The music perfectly complemented her fall. So, what's the purpose of this in the end?
Learning about some of the same stuff I learned last night on stream. There you go, brother. Yeah, they definitely are. Oh!
Everyone has been through something like this before, right?
Oh, it's forehead. Why would she walk like that? Well, you started to be rude.
He's not as healthy as he thinks. This is the last time she's going to help someone else.
Oh.
When you've had a bad day at work.
Oh.
I'll show you a way to make yourself look really busy.
Akuma.
Don't imitate if you're not Michael Jackson. If the Olympics had rewards for funny situations, here you are.
I was talking about constant, specifically gravity, strong force, weak force, electromagnetic force, and there is no explanation for them. We just have to accept them. Right, exactly. Right. And people don't know, they don't know, why aren't we taught these things younger? Because they don't want you to question them. They want you buying in. They want you to get you addicted to thinking that you know these things because of what you're taught in high school so that you'll pay for those curriculum. You'll pay for them. And then you're just getting more of the same, a little bit deeper. But it's just stuff. They said because, people have never heard the term axiom. Most people have never, don't even know, or they might have heard the word, but they have no idea what it is. That's a great analogy too. We don't know how gravity works. Or magnetism. We got no clue how magnetism works. Like we have no idea. Right. And because we can measure it, we can put it in math. We can put it out in math, but we have no idea why. Like absolutely why. No. Hey, Roman, why are you so averse to people having faith? Because you yourself demonstrate faith in being non-believers. It's called free will, right? Magnets are freaking crazy, right? Ooh,
She should pursue a career as a professional hurdler.
Oh.
The key to learning a backflip is to surprise the muscles. No, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna surprise.
Oh God! Right on the back of her neck. Oh.
Maybe get like a soul food.
Let's go shopping. Let's go shopping.
Smack right in the back.
Our training session ends here today.
That hurts so bad.
I love hearing her dad's voice coming from downstairs.
You okay? What's going on there?
Bruh.
I can feel the sadness inside him.
Tip number 13.
We need to learn how to control this monster.
Have you guys ever used one of those? A floor polisher, floor sander? Have you ever? Dude, they will freaking get out of control. Self-relighting candles. I'm looking for my glasses, she says. I know all my beliefs have made me a better person. Dude, I was gangbanging, doing stupid stuff, and I was out of the county. Right. This is what, and people don't look up. They don't even say, how do people of faith, does it affect them? How does it affect them? And then they don't look through how it's helped people and how it can teach you. It can give you a framework on how to live life, to make life less confusing. Because instead of trying to figure out shit that's been written down for thousands of years, how to deal with people, to love, to forgive people that trespass against you, to love your enemies, because hopefully one day they'll find, but do not let them attack you, like physically. Like, all these things are good things, and there's hundreds more. But people just got told in elementary school that God is like Santa Claus. Apparently, they weren't able to prove what causes gravity recently. They were able to prove once they realized everyone's attracted to tortas. Obviously, it's got to be.
Reversing, bro. He's not reversing.
Is this the same Amazon driver that got stuck on a canal path?
Whatever God is nice to us. It's not entirely up to you to hold myself down. Nope. It's heavy to your morals against the empty abyss. Right. And you see how evil exists. You know people can be evil. So if people can be evil, fully evil, then people can be the opposite of that. And if something can be fully evil, then something's got to be the opposite of that. If there's true hate, there can be true love. Then why don't you find the truth? Why don't you try to find the truth? Because you don't know what it is.
Huh? We don't have anything to explain, do we, buddy?
Who proved to you it was bullshit? What up, Rashad? Back in black, brother. Nope.
Bruh.
This will be one of the most memorable moments.
He didn't anticipate the wind drag on the with the clothing.
Life. This isn't just a coincidence, right?
Yeah, you're not getting that back. What people have thoughts on demons? Yeah, I think there's demons too. What up, Loretta?
Gotta get up sometime. You gotta get up sometime.
opinion is invalid. Doesn't matter to the line. Doesn't laugh. Dude, hand stuff. Yeah.
When the universe thinks you're...
Roman doesn't care how it might have helped you. Roman wants you to be as confused and lost as they are. They don't care. They don't care. I wonder where people from these videos come from. Remember, Florida exists. What's the truth, Roman? I got no idea. I think they're like 9 years old. You know what? Let's do this. Let's do this. Nothing. There you go. Go subscribe to Roman. You want some attention? You're obviously a child. I gave you the attention you wanted. Okay. No. Roman's a child. A very, 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 very... Look, I'm guessing under 10. I love this stuff.
You're too happy today.
Oh!
En la cafetera. Primero pones...
Well, cleaning this up is going to take some time. How to impress your boyfriend the best way.
That's all right. That's all right. No, you're good. You're good. It's hard when you have a child like that that's been lied to and is around adults. They try to act adult. It's the Dunning-Kruger effect. They think because someone told them that's enough. They believed whoever told them that. They believe that God's a make-believe, whatever. Because they've never looked into it. They haven't had the time. But the problem is when they're rude and they're adamant because they've got the anonymity of the internet, they just want to cause trouble. And they can do it for a little while, but then they got to go. I was watching the parrot videos last night. Those birds are hilarious. Brother, listen, I used to work at the Maryland Zoo. And we had parrots, big African grays, like 4 or 5 feet long. And dude, they'd be like, they would joke, but they bite you too. Come a chameleon. She ran her credit card. That's funny. I'm a fan of birds too.
You get what you deserve.
Crab
the Italians won't like
McCall's,
this.
yeah, they're great. They're great. Y'all should look up Ruby, the X-rated.
Nope.
Well, we won't go with the X-rated. I knew it. He didn't even help. He just laughed. And my cats love birds too. Yeah, so does mine. So does mine. Have me wheezing.
Just another reason not to film yourself while you work out. Sign of an unsettled night. Just another reason not to film yourself while you work out.
Cockatoos. Oh, he broke it.
Come on, that was never gonna go well.
Be a hell of a fight. But one's saltwater and one's freshwater, so you'd have to pit them against each other, right? I think. Hold on, let me double check. I could have swore that's what it is. There might be one. Hold on. Difference between a crocodile and an alligator. Crocodile snout shape. No. Both tooths, the crocs show teeth. Alligators show teeth. Crocodiles are lighter and live in saltwater. Alligators live in freshwater. Okay, yeah. I think a croc would win. Alligator gets to get stomped on. You're killing me, Smalls. Them saltwater crocs, dude. That's just no joke. They'll hurt you. They'll hurt you. That's for sure.
It's a nice way to open the door.
Unconscious. Oh, dude.
Let me introduce you, a karate dad.
Oh.
When your wife can't figure out the garage door...
They're big. Have you all seen some of them flip on their backs and throw their arms in the air?
Let's enjoy these moments together.
Dude, no. Oh. I am not. I know that they play dead. I guess that's how they would do it. Alligators are just big old geckos. Crocodiles are dinosaurs. He's gonna break. Nope.
Oh my god.
Legos. It's made out of Legos.
Well, this moment, their whole year just collapsed.
I don't need to fill it out.
I have an American crocodile. It almost went extinct for covering it. Jeez, dude.
This guy has the widest stance ever.
They've been around. You know what's interesting? What the hell? What were you thinking? Interesting thing is you look at the blue whale. The blue whale's been here, as far as we know, since... I mean, there's a bunch of theories about what it evolved from, but we got no proof on any of it. It's just hypothesis and in theory. If there's no real evidence to support it, I thought they were alive during dinosaur times. Yes, they were. Who we talking about? They pretend like some human body is drowning. It's cool to watch. Hold on. Blue whales, age of the Earth. Let's see. Okay, a blue whale is the largest animal known to have ever lived. Modern giants evolved relatively recently. Whale ancestors 50 million years ago. The modern blue whale species goes back 5 to 10. They reached their massive size only 1 to 3 million years. The earliest fossils of anatomically modern blue whales, the early Pliocene, approximately 1.5 to 1.25 million years ago. That shit is whack-a-doodle. They pretend make it look like they're humans.
Well, hopefully next time they'll have better results.
Megalodon. Oh, those are the really big ones, right?
I can't wait to see what
And
happens.
we've only explored 5% of it. 95% of the world's oceans are unexplored. 95%.
Next.
Like we've scanned a lot of it from the surface, but we haven't had drones, underwater ROVs. What are they called? I can't remember what they're called. ROVs. Damn it! What are they called? It's scary. My stupid butt still goes swimming to the beach after a few drinks though. Ocean night. Nope. Yes, absolutely. So they found cetacean fossils in the Middle East. Okay, well, listen to this. So there's a lot of people that get angry with the Bible about talking about Noah's flood because of the story it was told. But if you take the story part out of it, it makes sense that the dinosaur, the asteroid that killed the dinosaurs, it hit the Yucatan in the water, and if it would caused a huge worldwide flood. Now, if it lasted a year, who knows or whatever, but it definitely makes sense that a lot of water went over a lot of the land, flushing stuff into the Middle East and whatnot. There's no good reason to go into the ocean. Scientific discovery, fishing, scuba diving. Yes, my odds of getting eaten by a shark are shockingly low on land. Exactly. Not even sharks. Imagine getting sideswiped by a tuna. Dude, all of them things will take you out. Swordfish. Last year, a shark breached like 10 feet from me. It was starting to get dark while I was boogie boarding and got out of the water so fast. The doomsday fish. Doomsday fish. Oh, yeah, that's a freaking ugly son of... Look at that thing. Jeez, hold on, let me zoom in on it. Hold on. Let me see if I can find a better picture. Yeah, that's crazy. That's freaking crazy. Oh, sorry, I missed it. There's all your beers.
I saw that. He used the force to bring him down.
That was Yoda. Right, goes back. They did that on purpose. purpose. I'm not going to the ocean without a triple thick
At least she's
submarine,
still
tank
doing better
grenades,
than you.
harpoon, gun, AK-47 support. No, these fish have long bodies. Yes, they Bluefin tuna, huge, absolutely. At least they showed up too.
Oh, I also don't dare to guess what
yeah,
we're dealing
dude,
with.
Yeah, dude, and it don't stop there, dude. Have you seen those underwater squid crab looking like creatures? Deep sea squid crab creature. Not MC, deep sea. Look at this, crab squid. Crab squid. Look at this, the big fin squid. That's like, I think it's like, I want to see how long it is. Hold on. Big fin squid. 26 feet long. 26 feet long. Oarfish, they're deep water dwellers. It's a superstition that they come up with a shallow. When they come shallow, it's apocalyptic. Cuttlefish versus sperm whale. Hold on, what am I looking up? Oarfish. Oh, that looks like the same kind of thing that we were just looking at. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Yeah, dude, we got no clue. Long-legged ones. Then there's a colossal squid. Yeah. That's some crazy stuff there. All right. Hey, we got to 2,000 subs, by the way. Dude, even cookie cutter sharks. Yeah, dude, those guys are they're all...
Well, her husband can sleep well now.
Nani? Nani?
She threw her phone in the water. How do you do?
Nope.
Just drug your face across it, man. Yeah, dude, they're poppy.
A pair of white shoes is never a smart choice for mountain climbing.
She got face planted. Oh, dude.
Next time, choose a longer band for yourself.
I won't get up and say I want to increase my risk of nitrogen poisoning. Thank you, Mel. I've gone snorkeling. Yeah, I've gone snorkeling. I've gone night diving, and that shit is creepy. My parents used to do lots of night dives. My dad, back when film cameras were still a thing, he did. Him and my mom would go night diving, and the only thing you could see is when the strobe. I just spit on myself. The strobe, the flash from the camera would light up the water. Then you would barely see with your little flashlight, and then you would see something you think you would set your focus, and then poof, and then you would be able to see for that fraction of a second. And you look over, and there's a frickin' ready to munch on you. Yeah, night diving. I mean, I'd rather dive to the worst part. Blasted Tupac. Yeah, if you're into it, yes.
Only she can prevent herself from winning.
Bruh.
Oh, dude. Wow. He's at least get at least one.
הדלקלקית המושבני הרוג אותך. רובי, הבת... וואי! יואו, אני לא מאמין! יואו!
And now she's gonna get super drenched for that phone. I went pumping for prawns and mud. That was one short quicksand. That one for me. Yeah, Jaws, no fun. Oh. This is how they do it around my house. They have a claw that picks it up like that.
What do you think about doing everything by hand? No.
Oh, in slow motion.
Hey, buddy, learn from other people's mistakes.
That's why Jaws is based on a big-ass bull shark with a big-ass...
Life always surprises us.
What are you doing?
She didn't expect her fall to become famous either.
How is he gonna get the stuff off the thing? Oh.
Hey, buddy, shouldn't we know our own abilities?
What is that?
Enjoy your last day of work,
that's
buddy.
food. Oh, it's all empty. It's all water.
Oh, you can't see.
Maybe this is the
Maybe
walls.
What is he? Oh!
Yeah, it's all water. No way. You gotta be kidding me.
First time, and also the last time I'll ask these friends for help.
Bruh.
Oh, yeah, they did it on purpose too. Lionfish are invasive in Florida. I've seen oceanographers teaching sharks and grouper to feed on them. I hear they're tasty good eating too. Yeah, I try them
What's being
too.
prepared for dinner? Nothing. When you truly become comfortable with your mistakes.
Comfortable with your mistakes. Oh, he's trying. Yeah, that's a law. That's a meme too. He's trying to paint over the shadow. Yeah. All right. Oh. They're drunk.
Seems like the snow wants his shoes to stay home too.
Spearfishing. Sea urchins, yeah, you can eat sea urchins. Yep. I've had them a lot in the Virgin Islands.
When will he
Rattlesnakes
realize
in
his
Buffalo.
mistake?
Oh!
Things don't seem to be going according to plan, do they?
Can you come help me? Nope. Yeah, no, it's
Do you
good.
know
Yeah,
how to
yeah, they're good.
skateboard and climb trees at the same time?
Huh? That's cool. Yeah. Sea urchin delicacy. Yeah, boy. Yeah, there it is. So this is the inside, and they're just like freaking little chicken nugget jammios, dude. Little itty bitty jammies. They're just hunks of meat. Favorite, if you like oysters and shrimp, you'll love it. It's basically what it is. It's a firmer version of an oyster, and it's almost like a shrimp oyster mix. That's pregnant crabs, big sacks, orange. Weird foods out there. Yep, I've had lots of crawfish, hundreds of pounds of crawfish. Yeah. Hey, I made it to 2,000, by the way. Huh? He only kissed one cheek. You probably thought it was freezing.
Knowing myself, 100% I would have done this exactly like that.
Oh! I don't know how it looks. Dude, I came up with eating possum and weird stuff. Raw fish. Who gave me
He's not strong enough to carry his little princesses.
Gag me with a spoon. I ain't heard that in quite a while. Yeah, shellfish is really good. I'm really a big fan. Looks like squash. Yeah, it kind of has that same kind of roe color, but it's not that density. It's like a firm, like an overcooked oyster. More like a clam, kind of, but not chewy like a clam. It's good. It's good. Oh, he smacked his face on the table.
This isn't suitable for physics tests, bro.
Right in the chin. Looks like durian fruit, but durian.
Please.
Right. It does look like durian, right? I'm sure it does. It probably smells the same if you leave it out long enough. We used to love perch, and when we got one with eggs, we tried the eggs. It's so good. Now it's really good. It's great. The weirdest looking meats are the best taste, and It's like you're rewarded with the rarity. Like you've got one of the Easter eggs. Something that was like, wow, I didn't know there was anything like that. Yeah, perch are good. I like perch. I like tilapia. I like frickin' catfish. During lockdown, we had right to our ocean rocks on the front door of our house. We go down and harvest mussels. Yeah, dude, that's so good, dude. You like blue? Blue, yeah, blue is good too. Yeah, channel catfish, good stuff. All good stuff. All good stuff. Right? And it's like you could go. Look, the time. Yeah, it might take you a few hours, but if the hours that most people spend getting stoned or sitting in the bar, you could go fishing, and some people do, and they get a freaking month's worth in one catch. You might only get one day or whatever, but that's dinner. And yeah, people don't think like that anymore. They think they eat from their phone. Although it's really hard work. Clean mussels, nothing worse than gritty mussel soup. Hell, I'll eat raw mussels. Yeah, I mean, I like them cooked, but I'd eat them raw. If I had to, I'd eat them raw, but I'd build a fire. I'd build a fire in the rain.
Instructions for use.
There you go. Huh? Why is he standing in front of the tire?
I can't believe his sandals are still intact.
Flounder spot, red. Yes, yeah, red snapper. Yeah, dude, it's all good stuff. If the water it comes from is important. Yo, absolutely.
Time to go home, buddy.
Yeah, we have
you
fire
lose
for a
your
reason,
job.
right? Absolutely. Absolutely. Nope.
At least he has a unique award.
Hey. Uh-oh. Big mama. Oh.
No! It seemed like it was gonna be an extremely romantic story.
They set up frickin' pads. Yep. Pollution's rough.
Bruh. Maybe she needs an extra pair of eyes behind her.
It's so crazy. Some people do not know what's going on around them. It's so crazy. Situational awareness is what it's called. Yeah, they are dirty fish. They like that. You know, I mean, they try to get out of it as best they can, but some seafood versus cattle bird will be a round table debate. Brother, listen. If I had to choose either cattle, or like beef, chicken, or seafood, I would choose seafood. Dude, a good steak. There's nothing like a good steak, honestly. But if I had to choose for the rest of my life, I would go seafood. You can eat it raw. I mean, you can eat beef raw too, but you got to know where the beef's coming from. Same thing. We don't care. We'll care where the fish comes from, but we'll go to the grocery store and buy the most wackadoo ass beef and chicken. I know. I'm just saying. Don't mind game from poor. Hey, yeah, right. And you know where the good food is. You would love living where I live. Where you live, Snake?
Box jumps are great for health, but sometimes not so great for your back. Who allowed him to park here?
Yeah, beef is listen.
Anyone Rhode Island. Guess if this TV works or not?
Yeah, listen. I'm a fan. And the thing, when I worked at the Maryland Zoo in Baltimore, we got this deep sub-zero freezer. It froze things down to negative 80 degrees Celsius. And so, if you know about parasites, and you should, if you don't know, you definitely should. So, like, that's how when you get sushi, and at least in America, they have to freeze it first to kill the parasites in it, because they don't cook it to kill the parasites, and everything has parasites in it. I love elk and deer. Yes, right. But the way they sell them to you, like, dude, even bison is, yeah, it's good. It's good. But you look at them, they're so cute. But if you ever get attacked by a moose, you probably won't live to tell, because they will grind you into paint. But they're good food. It's whitetail deer is good too, and that's like chicken with like four-legged chicken. Like, there's so many, they reproduce so quickly and they overtake areas, and you gotta help. Like, people talk about helping their environment by buying solar panels and shit. What you gotta do is you gotta get out there with a gun, and you gotta take care of other species that you can feed your family with. Yeah, hunt your own, right? I've heard of springbok. I've never heard of it. Have you ever eaten springbok before? Springbok. Oh, never even heard of it. Looks like gazelle. They look cute. Only Peter would agree. Springbok come out. South Africa's a ton of bucks. They're bokeh, or bucks. The solar panel farms are a sad thing to see taken up. Right? No, it's absolutely crazy. It's a big freaking waste. It's a big waste. That's it. That's springbok. I've never heard of it. Like antelope. Maybe that's what I was talking about. I said gazelle. Yeah, antelope. Sorry. Yeah. Springbok literally means jump buck. So freaking crazy. I'm from North Carolina. We don't have this here. No, that's Africa.
Sessions like these are extremely important.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Who installed this thing?
He pulled the trigger without holding the hose for the fire extinguisher. The fire extinguisher hose just went all wackadoodle.
Extreme. Sessions like these are extremely important.
Yes. I played Hammerjacks. Kudu is good, a bit smaller than Moose. Do you remember the Thunderdome, Baltimore? I played that too. One at Bison too. Bison's good. It's gotten windier in those islands because they keep chasing forests for the stupid solar panels. Yeah, that's so freaking stupid. Rude. Yeah, that's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Who installed this thing?
And even Bill Gates has come out and said that global warming is a thing, but it's not going to affect us humans. So but now that he's made like $20 billion on it, he's gone back and said, yeah, it's not going to kill us, but we thought it might, but good thing we still all came together as humanity. Oh, well, that was good. So that was worth everybody going broke for. And raise the price of fuel because they told everybody that fuel was destroying the planet, so they had to raise the price to counteract what you were doing. Buffalo hump. I never had that, I don't think. It looks like venison. Yeah, good stuff. Black bear. I've never had bear. Dude, I don't know if I'd eat bear, dude. They're so parasitic. They got these freaking 12-foot worms hanging out their butt. Marinated angels are delicious. Have you tried them? Haven't tried them. I don't even know what they are. These animals are seriously athletic. They're good, but a bit longer stew. That was greasy. Bill Gates is crazy. He's definitely crazy. He's definitely nuts. Let's see. You talking about angelfish? I don't even know what he's talking about. Generic guy to cook bear, very well done. You should make biltong soup and berries. I'll try anything. I was watching an extreme.
Nope.
Don't want to get scolded.
Would you mind getting me another glass of water?
Shot there. Yeah. Okay, so it's still going on there. I didn't know. I thought it closed down years ago. So can deer hunting be done with BB guns? No. Giardia. Okay, yeah, I thought it was closed. Yeah.
I'll just go straight home after that. Well, he'll have a lot of explaining to do to the shop owner. Today, I will show you another 9/11.
They did that on purpose. Bear is good. Meat is even kind of sweet because the one we was eating. I've definitely heard of that. I've definitely heard of blueberry bear meat. I've absolutely heard of it. I've never had it before. Blueberry bear meat. Yeah, black bear meat animals have consumed large amounts of wild blueberries. Sweet, price, flavor, sometimes reddish purple hue. They have air guns up to 50 caliber that you can hunt with. Jeez. Yeah, they definitely do. I didn't think about that powerful of air gun, but 50 cal, that's half an inch. Look up your local laws. Absolutely.
Are you ready for the 2024 Olympics yet?
All right, I'm ready.
Sure.
Nope. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Huh? It's It's hard to trust your better half, isn't it? She was so wasted that she forgot she had arms. She won't go take out the trash again.
I'm videotaping.
Huh? I don't understand how they managed to recruit this guy. Huh?
Must be a plastic wheelbarrow. Bow season comes first, then rifle season. Look up the local
Hey buddy,
laws.
let's go to the gym.
I was watching Extreme Motor. What am I looking for, Adam? I don't even see it. Look up last message. These animals are seriously athletic, but they're good for bit long or stew. Is that what we're talking about? You should make some, match
We'll
make
have
some
to wait
long. I don't
quite
even
a
know what
while for dinner.
is. Biltong, let's look it up. South African air-dried cured meat snack. So it's like jerky. It's like jerky. Yeah, I'd give it a try. Absolutely. High protein, low carb snack for your keto and paleo diets. Made with different processing. It's like jerky, but made with different processing spices, resulting in a unique flavor. It's made from various meats, vinegar, spices, coriander, and black pepper, air-dried, not heated, which preserves natural enzymes. Yeah, that's pretty freaking cool. Richard, you should have showed you some deer I've taken on a video chat. Yeah, I'd like to take a look, brother. Like jerky, except some of the meat is still pink. Oh, shit. Oh, 2000.
Free hot sauce today.
They added frickin'. They added baking soda to it. I think I taking was a 10-pointer. This friggin' beast. We ate him for 8 months.
It's great that
and that pisses grocery stores off because there's freaking a bunch of meat and shit that you're not buying for the price of an arrow or a
never
bullet.
gives up.
Bruh.
Anything interesting on your first date?
I got the racks during rutting season.
When boys are at the gym.
And rubbing together to attract bucks looking for a fight.
I'm just like him. Failing, but still cool.
Banana pods.
Oh. Is he trying to fish himself?
Nope. Oh, she went in the way.
Oh, maybe the driver needs an eye checkup.
I was cleaning my lemon
Now
tree
to
and I was
think
poked by a
with
thorn in my
Meredith
finger and now
Shake.
it's swollen like a sausage. Yeah, dude.
Not everything is as we know
So
it.
those things are frickin' vicious. Like long ass spikes on the lemon trees. I got them also on mine. That's so medieval. All you need is a tub, some hooks in the lid, small piece PC fan. Yeah, to move airflow, fatty meat, coat it in salt, vinegar, coriander seed, course to grinding in the wheat. And the thicker the better. Dude. So what I do for stuff like that, I doubt you have any, but you might be able to find some, is silver is antibacterial and whatnot. Is you put it's silver. It's colloidal silver basically, 10 parts per million colloidal silver, and that'll creep in and take care of that. If you still have the point in you, that can be freaking rough. It'll work its way out, but you're gonna have some pus. Like Pelican too. I've never had Pelican. And the fruit bar. Do you have spotlighting problems down there, Richard? I get pissed because some people go out for field at 3 a.m. deer grazing spotlight. I mean, no, not like you'll get shot at down here. That ain't hunting. Yeah, and there's a lot of rules. There's a lot of the land is owned, so like you can go out to areas that that's just state owned or whatever, just, big ass. I mean, everything's pretty much purchased, but most people they'll yell at you, and if you start using a spotlight, they'll blow a horn and shit just to scare everybody away, to say you ain't getting it like that. So, no, silver is very good for you, very good for you. Yeah, here, look. Silver as an antiseptic is a potent, broad-spectrum antimicrobial agent used in modern medicine for topical wound care, burns, and chronic infections. So the whole thing about what's it called? MRSA, medically, I can't even remember what MRSA stands for anymore. Oh, it's medically resistant antibacterial MERS. I can't remember what it stands for, but it means antibiotic resistant bacteria or antibiotic. And so they use that when their pills and shit don't work anymore, their antibiotics don't work anymore. Then they go to silver, and you can run it through the bloodstream and stuff like that too. The dose makes the poison. Pemmican, mercury is bad. Yes, that just isn't hunting. No, it's not. They get shot here too. The salt vinegar makes a difference, so we'll give it a try. I still need to paint the trunk with the white latex paint so the tree doesn't go to shock too. Hold on. For the reason I thought you were talking. Right. Yep. It keeps it warm. It's getting cold where you are. It's like having Game Genie in real life. It's unfair. If anyone's ever seen camel meat, I've had camel meat. Yes, when I worked at the Maryland Zoo. We had camels. We would do camel rides, and a big storm came through, and one of the camels freaked out and tried to get through. There's the cageless zoo, but there's fences, and it tried to go under the fence, and it broke its neck. So Butcher, the guy that owned the camel, also butchers camel. He raises camel in Maryland, and then would bring him there for a show and whatnot. And so he made a big old, it was great. It was good stuff. New hogs. Yeah, dude, we erased them up. It's a tear crop. They tear everything up. Do you think everything natural on earth is a cure for humans? Yeah, I honestly believe it too. And I honestly believe, like, when things, the stuff we hear in the news about how much the medical system cares for us and how they want us to buy shit. And if they have stuff that they can't buy anymore, the way I worked around super rich people, the richest of the rich in the movie industry, and they use different doctors than we use. That you have a doctor that's very learned, that doesn't just use pharmaceuticals, that'll use anything, and you call them up, you text them 3 o'clock in the morning, and in 10 minutes they got a response to you and whatever, and they're over your house. They have you pay $150 a week for your doctor, and they get 10 people, so they make $1,500 a week, just to have those. And then if anything, the scans and stuff, they get done, and they don't have insurance. They don't pay insurance. They get if the doctor has a deal with labs for imaging labs for X-rays, and they get them for $100 rather than having to pay $3,000, through insurance, and then your fee is this. It's all crap, and they use way different stuff. They don't use what's publicly available. That's how I found out about the silver. Camel meat is very tough. Sows are okay though. Wild hogs heading this way, but we have lots of predators out there that need food if cooked right. Yeah, man. Yeah. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. Oops, that's me again.
Is this also why she's considering losing weight?
Bruh, that's rude. He's getting his beard.
At least she was very brave, right?
Fucking shouldn't break, man. It seems YouTube removes every comment if I had a little bit. No way.
Hang in there, girl. Next time will be better.
Nope.
Everything has reached its limit.
Oh, jeez. still got the sticker on it. Do you ever watch news channels? Yeah, no, I don't watch that crap. No. Listen, you can get the same Reuters and AP wire stuff that the news gets to make their show. It's just a show. You can get all that same data. Absolutely. Yeah, there's the news is to hear people's opinions. It's turned into opinion pieces. How people feel about stuff than what's actually going on. And then they take money from political parties and stuff. So you have some that are conservative and some that are liberal. So no one's just saying the truth. Yeah, I don't listen to that shit. It's all crap. I won't say fat, YouTube, I promise. Bruh. That hurt.
Teach you how to turn an SUV into scrap metal.
Why would you
If
be
you
so
have a
close
bad
to
day
it?
at work, watch this guy.
News channels are biased, bro. Yeah.
Whether you believe it or not, everything is already
here.
here.
Crazy, dude. I'm not into Wagyu. It's so greasy.
That was unexpectedly good.
Oh, that was the tube.
It's going.
What do you think about hiring a professional tree cutter for yourself? Do you know why we should learn to drive for at least 6 months?
Why do 9 million Israelis?
Who spends money to hire him?
100% American tax or something. It's a good question. American media is toxic. Yeah, absolutely.
Have you known why we should focus while working?
It's not steak fat. It's all intermuscular fat. It's not the protective fat. It's all through the. It's an unhealthy animal. The fat that shouldn't be in the muscle is all super fattened. Yeah, it's different fat. Dude, you might like it. I didn't say I just typed fat in my emoji phone and Santa's emoji showed up. What's your thoughts on recycling? We have to recycle. I do. I recycle. Yeah, I recycle. I recycle everything, dude. I separate my plastics, my aluminum, my steel, my brown bottles and clear bottles. I do it all. Yeah. I used to drive one of these pallet jacks. I love that stuff. I love driving all those things.
When the brain cells go on vacation.
Вовка, чуть-чуть ровнее, блядь, право. Cookies and milk diet. That
This
is what
last
we
night
feed him.
must have been awesome.
Let me correct myself. I reuse everything that I am. What we can go on a trip tomorrow when I stream through what I have. I've got every single glass bottle that I can fit on my storage shelves and everything. Liquor bottles, jars, everything that I can use for bread. But I've got way too much. So then it gets to the point that stuff that I can't store goes recycled. But yeah, look, I've got 16 years of reduce, reuse, recycle, and now I'm at the reduce. Yeah, you gotta do what you can. And the thing, we'll talk about that one. Yeah, I do. And it's not required here. We don't have to. I could throw everything away. Absolutely. Google did Santa dirty. Justice for Santa. Yeah, it takes less energy. Yeah. And why not?
Side of a beautiful photo.
So we have to pay to get our trash picked up. I don't pay. So I keep everything sorted, and then once every 2 weeks or so, I go to the little. We have a local, not a landfill. It's like a transfer spot, and we can throw our trash in one area, and then all the recyclables. So I just do that because it doesn't cost anything. It's free. So I don't have a trash can. And if I have something that needs to be thrown away, I ask my neighbor and I throw it in one of theirs. You know, but yeah, I don't pay whatever it is, $13 a week or whatever it is. Yeah, I don't do that. I love scrap wood, so much potential. Oh, wood, yeah, I all that stuff I keep. You pay council city tax. Yeah, I don't pay. It's not a tax. You have to pay a company here. You ain't living until you rip a sprinkler system down the mass forklifts at 2. Yes. Tens of thousands, 100,000. Yeah, that's a lot of money.
You're making great efforts, buddy.
I wonder if he saved it.
No, you've never been safe
Water's
with the
powerful.
ocean.
I used to turn my old skateboards into longboards, but chop it off the nose and nail it together.
Yo, someone forgot to use the handbrake again. Let's just pretend that was an epic jump.
Did you get it? Did you get it? Yeah, I love these things too. Oh no. I love this thing. Majority of Homo sapiens are just fucking stupid. I know it's true because Carlin told me that's George Carlin. Yep.
How do I solve my problems?
You did that on purpose.
Today I'll show you what a bad day at work
for
looks
this.
like.
Old tires. Not you don't. Oh, there's a broken wrist.
That's what he gets for trying to look like Freddie Mercury.
Why would you set yourself up? I think I hope so, dude. Listen, I think you might already be doing it. We'll see. You know, listen, and this is the thing about propaganda. We've heard all the secret alien stuff and whatnot, but also we've got super freaking brain boiling weapons too. So we got no idea what's in there. You know, I would like to know, but also so would our enemies. Can't wait to see the gloopy glorps. Yeah, we got some gloopy glorps.
To learn from his mistakes.
I guarantee it. They're being frozen. How dare I have 3 bushes? HOA is a joke. Yeah. No, yeah. My across the street neighbor is the president of the HOA, and he asks for more help than anybody. And I can do whatever I want. Like I remember previous to him, like when I was first here, I got a bunch of stone delivered in the driveway, and I got a note from the HOA saying that we can't use our driveway as storage for whatever, and I was just like, you know, I mean, I was going to use it within like the next week. It was only for like a few days there, like maybe not even 2 days. Yeah. And then I keep doing it now, but now, you know, they got to know me and whatnot. And now they'll be like, hey, the freaking water's flowing out of the wall and I can't afford a plumber. And I'm like, okay, am I going to get any more letters about using my driveway to store freaking? Nope. HOAs are the worst. I'm glad I'm not in one. They can be bad. I've been really blessed that like my skills are worth more to the HOA helping people, especially a lot of old people that live here. Like you have, you know, people that have lost their husbands and wives and they need help. And I charge them $20 for $400 jobs just because they won't pay nothing. Guys, have a beer with some gloopy gloops. They know about cigarettes. I would move half my stuff in the driveway just to be spiteful. I thought about it.
Hey, buddy, why don't you listen to Grandpa?
They did it on purpose. They had the camera set up.
That's hilarious. How can it be?
Because it's ice. Give me someone somebody's face. Yeah. Make sure they're hopped up with nicotine. I know.
Don't touch anything that's not yours.
Listen, everybody's super cool in this neighborhood. Everybody's super cool. Like I said, I got everybody. Every corner of the world is in this community. Every freaking political party, and everybody's kick ass. It's unbelievable how you would see the rest of the world from how you would see the United States from the outside, like from the internet and what's up, and it's not. It's absolutely, you only hear about the bad shit going on, but there's 350 million people, and you know what, 200 that's going on in America, like the people outside, like, yeah, it's all crap. It's because the news, you watch ads on the news, so they have to constantly show you shit. So they fly around the United States to find the worst shit that happens in each city and each state to keep putting stuff on the news. And people are saying it's always happening. The Gloopy Gloops might like cigarettes. I'm just trying to be a good host. You got to offer them. It's a joke, and if it's a carrot, it's good luck, right? Yeah. No, we're good. Yeah, no, we're great. Yeah, I got 0. Listen. There was 1, and they're not here anymore. There was 1, and they're not here anymore. Oddly enough, and I think I've told the story before. I'm not going to get into it right now because I'm getting tired. But yeah, we had 1, and yeah. Would you say with the Whitaker family for a week, $50K? Yes, let's do it. No, probably not. $50K for a week? Yeah, I'd do it for a week. Yeah, for $50K, sure, why not? Let's do it. Like, dude, I get popped out, and you want to get one about my damn grass? Yeah, they don't do that. They don't do, like, well. Yeah, they definitely don't do that because we've got some people who go through shit, but usually somebody will just drive over and do your lawn. It's like I'm already on a mower, and if your lawn's 6 inches tall because you can't pay someone to do it, you don't have it, we'll just do it. Like, and that's kind of how it is. It's like, hey, this is going on. Do you need some help? And you have assholes in HOAs that would be like, you don't have your lawn cut, and here's a fine. You couldn't pay someone to cut your lawn, so here's more money that you have to pay. That doesn't happen here. If something's going on, like, hey, I noticed your lawn's long. Do you want me to hit it? Mow it tomorrow when I do mine. That's how it is here. And people don't need to be assholes. You don't need to be. Some people get the power of the HOA, and they're going to be like, no. Are you implying that offering a cigarette to a gloopy would put my safety at risk? They probably prefer a pipe. How the fuck did Americans turn a beautiful country? It was beautiful when you stole it from the Mexicans, and then you turned it into a C2C shop. How did we do it? What do you mean? It's all documented. What do you mean, how did we do it? I'm just talking shit. I don't really believe there's aliens in Area 51. It's a great neighborhood, dude. It's great. But I'm going to show them the simplest pleasures of being. They look like they prefer a hookah. They probably use a hookah. That's a dream. It's probably weapons of mass destruction.
If you've had a really bad day, watch this guy. What's special about your winter?
Another one rides the bus. My last girlfriend, oh my god, I really came over a day telling me she couldn't park in the front yard, so I parked here every single day. Got drunk. Jeez.
She can't wait for her gift anymore.
Run.
Huh? Bro would have gone bizarre in a minute.
Yeah.
This will be the last time you see them training together.
Oof, there it goes. Oh, sorry, baby.
Nope.
If I had a dream.
Has anyone had a birthday bash like this?
You
Nani?
ain't never had a kid around?
I'm sure that we can't trust anyone.
That was Grandpa.
Let's observe carefully when on the road, especially in bad weather conditions.
Rhetorical, sir. Rhetorical! Oh, jeez.
Sometimes we just misunderstand each other a little.
He's gonna leave. I knew let's say you're talking about me. I know it was. HOA might as well give them badges and tasers. Some places, dude, absolutely power is corrupted.
Happy birthday to
In the face.
you. And then more.
No, I got you, brother. I got you.
That's my best friend. Oh my god.
She hit the speaker. Trying to show off. Everybody look at me. Oh,
Wall-E
jeez.
failed.
That'll cost you a few bucks.
Well, have you ever had a bad day at work?
I'll be sure to go about your deep, intricate political history with them. What do you think YouTube vloggers? Hold on. What do you think YouTube vloggers?
When you can't control your own
Buddy
strength.
Blue. Oh yeah, dude. No. Oh no. About to say no value. Listen. There's always been pimp and whore culture. There's always been a thing. It just got super popularized in this cycle, and people believe that sex work was real work because the people running it are pimps. And you can make lots of money off of prostitution, especially if you tell women that it's okay and it's socially acceptable now. And then the next cycle comes through and you're like, actually it's not. And they're like, but then instead that was 100 guys in an hour, and now it'll be 1,000 guys in 24 hours. Because what are you gonna do next? I don't know. I don't know. Let's look at that. Let's look that up. What countries have homeowners associations? Globally, it says, but the most powerful ones are in the U.S. Other ones, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, and various European nations. Minute, thanks, sir. Bonnie Blue. Dude, not me neither, dude. Listen, people are too interested in sex. Like she's got like 100 guys that are virgins lined up. Like dating apps are a thing. But it's just so normalized that they're not even worried. It's crazy. It's wackadoo. It's wackadoo. Not even the devil's gonna want Bonnie waltzing around in hell. She'll be alive forever. Right, and the STDs. Right. Some great and glorious day, the plain folk of the land will reach their heart's desire, and the White House will be adorned by a downright moron. Yes, sir. She's even not that. No, she's not. And if you've ever seen, I've seen pictures of her, and she's filtered all out. And the thing is, girls that use filters too much, they start to believe that that's what they actually look like. So when they look in the mirror, they don't feel good about themselves because they don't see the filters back. So they always just look in their phone with the filter staring back at them. And then to prove to themselves that they are so attractive, and they are or as attractive as they believe they are because of the filters and whatnot, they're like, every guy wants me and I'm going to prove it to all of you and I'm going to get rich with it. Like, hey man, Brad Pitt. Hey man, I'm not Brad Pitt, but I'm way better. Bonnie Blue Waffle. Yeah, the filters are destroying women, dude. It's the thing is, so more women are now buying more makeup than ever before because they're trying to make themselves up to look like the filters that they use. And the makeup industry knows that. Girls get more mileage out of a commercial truck. Not my kind of girl. And they trick themselves into thinking, yes, right. Because now when they go out in public and girls that get popular online, they want to look like they look online, and they're lying to themselves. And like you have girls now too that get shot down. They show up to a date because on the dating app and on the pictures that they send to their suitors, they think the guy. Then the girl shows up and they're like, "Do you use AI for your?" And you're like, "Yeah, but everybody does." And they're like, "Okay, we're not going to be a match." It's crazy how wealthy they're getting. Yeah. But listen, they're going to be screwed because they're not paying taxes, and that's all going to come due. They're spending all the money to show everybody how rich they are, and they're not paying taxes. Some of them. Listen, most OnlyFans models make $108 a month. That's the average for the OnlyFans model. My cat just brought back a bird because we were talking about it, Tara. I can draw your name on their face with a dang stick with that makeup. What up, AJ? Sorry, ladies, I'm just speaking of what I know. I love women. Well, yeah, me too. The girls are realizing how dangerous the position they put themselves in. Some girls went to Saudi and got decisions. Dude, it happens a lot. And not just Saudis, UAE typically, but both, right? Girls don't think the pics they post. Also, girls don't think that the pics they post. Also, the crap never goes away. Right. Right. Listen, and girls are lied to. These girls that are doing OnlyFans, I listen to a lot of them, like 15 of them talk about how their lawyer says that they can that they can get rid of everything when they're done with it, and they can just send not non-disclosures. cease and desist orders, and then it'll all go away. So they're being lied to because they're paying their lawyers a retainer. So they're not going to get that money back. They're not going to get that money back. So the lawyers are getting rich off of these women, and the women aren't looking up on there. They're paying the lawyers to say, is this possible? And they're like, oh yeah, we'll get rid of it when you're done. Just keep making more money and keep giving me 5%. Sociopaths. Surgically modified and whacks.
Nope. That's hilarious. How can it be?
What? I think I buy it. Yes, and they're told it is. They're told it is by other girls online. Girls online, their same age, are telling them, oh, get a roster, it's better, and then let them fight over you. Guys should fight over you. You're the prize. So they're like, okay, well, how do I know if this guy loves me? Cheat on him, and if he takes you back, that's true love. This is what I hear girls telling other girls. It's crazy. Them GMO ladies. I don't know, man. I hate these filters, dude. You know how many I met in real life and be like, are you sure you don't look the same? Dude, listen. And they're screwing themselves over. And then they're acting like fools, and it's all documented.
Bruh.
Oh, he just popped his own tire.
Hey, do you really love your car?
There's a BMW, Adam. Adam, do you see that? You see what they just did to your lady? You see what they just did? Look, brother. Look. Look, here you go, brother. Look, ready? Here it is. There's your BMW. Oops, it's
Hey,
caught.
do you
Oh,
really
never
love your
mind.
car?
Let's just keep going.
Huh?
And then run over it again. I wish a woman would brag about my body count. Deuces. God, I didn't have Jane during these times, right? Still good society. No, I agree. They took the jab, they be GMO, that's right. Oh, what happened? I missed it.
Wait, let me see your hands. Let me see your
This
hands.
is another
It's
one of
not
the same
washing
thing.
off.
I'm sure he's crying inside.
It's not washing off.
What does he use his brake for? Did he forget about it?
Oof. A lot of people do that.
When will she ever finish the job?
Oh,
Maybe
she
never.
thinks it's going past.
When everyone is paid hourly, be like.
I love it.
Huh?
Who hired him? Who?
Huh?
Tools should be given to the right person.
That had to be a dull chainsaw.
Sometimes we should find ourselves a good mentor.
NANI?
Bruh.
This is me, meeting up with old friends after a long time.
What is she doing?
We have a lot to explain to Mom.
We're making a video.
I don't know what to say.
No, get out of here. Why would you keep your feet so close together? Many BMW cars use
Successful
Fiat or
people
Volkswagen. Yes,
always
right.
have their
No, not just that. Friggin' Bentley, not Bentley, Bugatti, Lamborghini. Lamborghini uses Ford parts. Bugatti uses Volvo or Bosch intakes and stuff. No, absolutely. And they'll put a sheet metal shield around them, heat shield, and then put another sticker on it that says, $300 for $3,000. Absolutely. I don't know. I'm 39. I should be married. Been in a couple long terms. One was 8 years, but now I'm dating again. All kind of anyways. Talking to one girl from my childhood. Going good. Hey, brother. There you go. There you go.
Path.
Oh, shit.
The lid has concaved somehow. All the sides are off, and I've been trying for...
You got it.
Correction.
Lord help
we
me.
had
Lord
chicken
help me.
out.
At least now there's no scars and decent silver now in the car. Really.
Is that fair?
Congrats, B2B. Getting to love it.
Le valió madre.
Jeez.
Well, let's take a shower, my boy.
That was a wonky one.
What do you usually do on weekends?
No!
What were
Hang
you
in there.
thinking?
Everything will be perfect. Is this your grandma's first time enjoying this feeling?
You got one for him? What up, Misty? Ain't seen you in a while.
Bruh.
Please look around carefully, my girl.
I missed it. Hold on. There's a few YouTubers that actively argue with the viewers, and I've noticed that I get loads of views because they hate is popular in the comment section. Attacks not knowing, but I'm not. Look, I got. It took me until what, Christmas time to get to 1,000, and then since I started like last January, a year ago. And it took me 3 months to get 1,000 more, so I'll probably get to 5,000 much quicker, or 3,000. We'll say 3,000 quicker than I got to 2,000. I got no problem waiting. I'm not trying to hurt a bunch of people and ruin a bunch of people to try to get popular on the internet. I'd rather be a gem than a piece of shit. Just hate. The secret's the seat as the same as the 1.8T as the Audi and Volkswagen for, and then you'll be able to afford a nicer car for less. Yeah, we good. You like the Polo 5 GTI but can't afford it? Buy the seat Cupra, same car, different badges. Yeah, right. What's wrong with that? But people think that their likes and their views make them who they are. And this is like the thing, like you hear people that don't know anything about politics and they start talking about one politician and they don't get much love, and then they start talking about the other politician and they get a lot of love. So that's how they decide their politics, on what likes they get on their videos. I just don't care about any of that. I just don't care. And I understand that. But thank you, Mark. Thank you, my brother. Do you recall? Yeah, sorry, my bad, brother. Yeah, I don't need sometimes it gets way out of hand for me, like the amount of stuff that, usually earlier stuff. I got no problem. This is great. I love this. This is fine. It's fine. I got no problem. But I think a lot of people want their kids, and they want to get out of their parents' house or whatever. So they're like, I need to make as much money as possible so I can spend as much money as possible. Then they're going to do the worst things they can do to try to get. But then what are you going to do? Everybody hates you, and you're just a cesspool of hate. People are tired of it. Do you recall Dennis Leary's famous song? Because you're an asshole.
I'm sorry.
Please look around carefully, my girl.
Are you okay?
She stepped on his skateboard. Pain in the balls. Asking me a mess.
Nice. The window is restarting, isn't it?
There's one guy on YouTube who's preaching the Bible. Yeah, that's it. Listen. This people have gimmicks. And being, you can't scare people away. You can't beat love into somebody with a Bible. You can't do it. And that's what people are trying to do. Don't you understand? And they're so scared of society because they listen to the news all the time. And they think, and even if they do think that they got you, but then again, you're not supposed to do that anyway. If you disagree, Give them reasons to agree, and then let them do some research and whatnot. But if people keep coming back, then they sometimes they just like to see their names pop up on the screen, so they just want to say shit. And if the thing they said that made their name pop up on the screen the first time was something anti-religious or anti-God or whatever, they just keep saying it because that's what they think makes their name pop up on the screen. What up, Magic Cat? What up? But yeah, I just treat people like I'd want to be treated. What's wrong with that? Oh, that would have been bad. Why didn't they show it?
Yeah. They even laugh in silence.
He probably smacked her elbow on the ground. You idiot.
The day he decided to defeat himself.
Dude, that was a doctor, dude.
Yes.
First time using a sledgehammer. The apprentice today.
I hope that was a tripod.
Sometimes we misunderstand each other.
You did that on purpose too. Living in fear is going, no. I love the
Do you know
Bible.
why we need to practice
Alcohol.
driving for at least 6 months?
Right.
What about driving out of the water?
Bruh.
Nice.
Now, if you miss this one, I'm not going to talk to you for a whole week.
Mission failed successfully. Seriously, hope you have a good day.
Yeah, go get it.
It's crazy how she thought the weights were going to hit her again.
Oh, dude, that had.
That's all the fun we have today.
That's all the fun we have. Mission successful. Boy, you kicked the hell out of that ball. What you said, you treat people the way you treat them. So Richard Methel, come on, man, look at this. Come on, wagging it. They're lying to you. Hey, listen. You got to break what I believe is the truth, and that I got what has worked well for me in my life. And listen, I wasn't always a nice person. I pretty much was a nice person my whole life, but I didn't always treat myself the best. Definitely not. And if I can undo the years of drinking and playing in bands and partying with frickin' wackadoos and everything, and still have enough energy at 49 to do all the work I do physically around the house, ripping out frickin' 100-pound bushes with hunks of frickin' mud and clay on the bottom, and I'm still nice and flexible and stuff, you know what I mean? And you can too, and it's like, you know, I just figured, what do I do if you want? And I wasn't this limber, and it didn't have this much energy. There's no way. If I didn't have the energy that I have now because of how I fixed myself, it wouldn't be happening. I'd be exhausted. There's no way I could do this many hours of streaming and whatnot, and the work that I do. There's no way. I got saying wrong. Treat them the way you want to be treated. There you go. Yeah, the golden rule. Do unto others. Those things made you who you are. It was almost necessary, right? Where I come from, all that is great. My automobile is a piece of crap. The older you get, the wiser you become. It's definitely true. 100% true. The problem is what we're taught and who teaches us that. They are misguided. So they're just creating more misguided people. So at least if I get some 9, 10, 12-year-old that's misguided, I can plant a seed, and in 20 years he can be like, wow, because eventually you're going to find out that everything's bullshit. Eventually. If you spend enough time learning, you'll get to the point that what you learn in school, you're meant to believe, and some of it you can. There's enough truth. But then you start to go farther than that. But you have to do that on your own. But most people want to get the degree and then get out into the real world to start working and making money. And they stop learning. Last night took 2 hours to catch my horses. What happened? What kind of horses you got? The older you get, the faster time seems to go by. My dad says what his father used to say, or what my mom's father used to say. that my dad used to repeat or still does repeat is life is like a roll of toilet paper. The closer you get to the end, the faster it goes. And I love it. Rode horses, but they scared the life out of me. Yeah, I've rode a couple horses. They scared the life out of me too. You can feel the power that you know that you're fragile compared to this freaking beast. You learn how cows eat. That's something that's super interesting to me. Like how cows, they put grass in their mouth, but they don't eat grass. Their four stomachs make grass into something that the bacteria eats. Then they eat the bacteria. So you start to break down, okay, well, how do we eat? We eat food, but it just turns it into poop. But how do we get food from that poop? And then that's when you start realizing about the gut bacteria, and you learn about how vitamins work to pull, or vitamins work to pull, and that all got things going for me. But they don't teach you that stuff in school. They don't teach you. They might teach you that, oh, cows eat grass, and that turns into chud, and then they have gut bacteria that helps them break it down. But they don't eat the grass. The grass passes through them. It's not what the nutrition is. They eat so much bacteria, they digest that bacteria like eating meat. So yes, they look like vegetable eaters or vegetation eaters, but they're eating meat. The meat that they eat is the bacteria that's multiplying in their gut. And then you realize, oh, there's a lot more to shit than what meets the eye. But all the data's there. They just don't teach us it. One paint mare, one black Morgan, 2 blood cheese, bay quarter horses. You got a bunch of freaking horses. 2001 feels like last week. That's what Mama Terry had. Morgan's stallions too. I left them alone. Cows aren't right. Isn't that crazy? It's crazy because we think eating is what we put in our mouth. To some aspect it is, but what nourishes our body? If you say what nourishes a cow's body, it's not grass. And cows will die eating just grass. If you give them an antibiotic and it kills that gut bacteria, they'll die. They can eat all the grass they want and they'll die. They have to take the rennet, which is the bacteria. And they have donor cows with windows in their sides that they can stick their arm into the cow's guts. Have you ever seen that? The assholes are visiting the neighbors. Brown ones, beautiful animals. Chickens love meat. Yes, dude, I feed my chickens eggs. I cook them. I make scrambled eggs. Like if they're too old for me, or if I get them from the store. Like if I buy some that from the store, they give you a free dozen eggs. I cook them up and I give them to the chickens, but I don't give them the eggs so they don't know that their eggs are food. Because then they'll eat their own eggs or like the other one's eggs. Dude, one kicked the crap. Oh, I think it's because we were young and so many things the given day. Right. Right. Everything was new to us when we were young. So every day we needed to learn so much each day. Now that we're older, we only learn so little. So we spend a lot of time bored rather than filling in the gaps in our knowledge. And when we're born, we got nothing. We don't know nothing. Yeah, I agree. Dude, we kicked one of the crap out of me one day, filling her trough up and accidentally walked behind him. That's not a good idea. Salt blocks. Yep, those are big. Sugar cubes. Yeah, they need them. They poke cows that bloat methane gas. Right, that's because they feed them wacky shit typically. They feed them grains and stuff that they shouldn't be eating. So the bacteria over-multiply and create even more gas. And yeah, and they got these big-ass bloated bellies. And they stick a needle in them and they can light it on fire. Micro horse. Okay, micro horse is stupid. Hold on. Let me see if I can find this real quick. Let me close down these things. I got like 40 tabs open. Okay. Cows with rennet windows in the side. Not owls. Cow. It's called a fistulated cow. Look at this thing. So they have windows called fistulas in the side. So they can put their arm into the cow like this. and get the rennet out. So they take it out. They use like a turkey baster, and they suck out from a healthy cow, and then they can feed it to the other cows. So because they don't have that bacteria, which they get when they're born, coming out of their mom, they get that bacteria from their mother then. And then if they're given antibiotics and they kill that off, if they just eat grass, they'll die. So it's not the grass that nourishes the cow. I was riding them through the trails one day, getting dark. Mama Terry's son got bucked off, and all I see was cigarette ash going in circles, flipping through. If cows eat certain things like alfalfa, they can die en masse. Yeah. So this is how they get the rennet out. So you have a healthy cow, and you can get the rennet out to give to other cows because they give them antibiotics for shit to fix the problems that they gave them. She elbow deep. Yep. He's all leaking. What you guys looking at? It's got a flap on it. Yeah, elbow deep. There you go. At least he's wearing a glove. His face is blurred out. Look, teaching the kid how to reach in there. Yep, that's a thing. Yep. Too much alfalfa, they bloat and die. Right, let me see if I can find it. Releasing methane from a cow. No, with a needle. See the ones where they light them on. Here we go. This is the one where they light them on fire.
If a cow is experiencing bloat, a veterinarian will usually puncture its stomach to release the gas trapped inside.
Welcome, brother. Welcome, ported cow.
Veterinarians use this method to save the cow because when cows have too much gas in their stomach and cannot release it, they can die. A significant portion of this gas is methane, which can ignite if exposed to fire.
Right. But then they try to say that the methanes that the cow released is destroying the ozone layer or whatever. But it's because the way that they're raising them. Remember, cows were here before people were here. So it's not the cows that would destroy the universe. It's not the cow parts. It's because they wanted to make so many cows fit in small areas. Yeah, and they could just burn it off. They didn't need to kill the cows. That's what they wanted to do. They wanted to kill them and say like eating them. Instead, they could stick a needle in their side and then just burn it. So then that methane is now combusted, so it wouldn't affect the greenhouse gas temperature wackadoo ratio. So what do? They scalp the incision line. Yes. Mass production. Yep. Yes. Exactly. Yes. They shave the cow. They put a big sticker on a cow. That whole thing's a sticker. They open the flap and they make the incision. And then there's a door on there, so yeah, and then they can just reach in. The cow. No, it's absolute bullshit. Argon welders that perversely use cows. California. Yeah, it's all bullshit. It's all because it's not repeatable. They're saying it's going to end the world. In order for it to be true, it would have had to end the world and then do it again to see if it would. Like they can't prove that stuff. My man said he gets the gas from the welder from the cow. Hey, yeah, you imagine that. Imagine you could have a big ass cow beside you and you're making some jewelry or whatever, and you need a little torch. I wonder how long it runs for. Yeah, most people, yeah. I know a lot of shit, but I know it because I was solving a problem. I wanted to know how my body worked. I wanted to know what made it go, what made it happen, like on a molecular level. And so I started looking at how other things worked. And you look at how cows work, and you understand how its guts work. So you say, well, then obviously my guts work differently than I believed anyway, and what I've been taught. So then you learn about the gut microbiome, and you learn about you learn about leaky gut, and you learn about what causes what, and everything that causes us issue is what mass production causes. In order for peanut butter to stay smooth and creamy, they add a detergent to it. They don't call it detergent, but it's a detergent. It works like a detergent. It allows oil and water to mix together, and it's called a emulsifier. So we have this lining in our gut, in our intestine, that's this slimy goo, like boogers, like snot. It's a mucus. So you can wash that mucus out by eating too much emulsifiers, and then your body is absorbing calories too fast. So then when fat people eat stuff with emulsifiers in it, it gets rid of that, and then everything they eat after that, too much of it can absorb. Because remember, think, it's to get 800 pounds, you've got to eat a lot more than 800 pounds of food. And if you're healthy, you can't get to that weight. You'll poop too much of it out. I swear. I guess you could use that for settling. Cows have four stomachs, right? Cows' stomachs. Not regular stomachs, cows. Yeah, they have the rumen, the reticulum, the omasium, and the obdastium. Let me show you. Yeah, they got 4 stomachs. 4 stomachs. When you're desperate for a lighter, you'll do anything. Acetylene torches. Acetylene. The more often that they tell us what they want us to believe. Right, because for what to make us buy, they're turning us into customers. They want to make sure we have enough knowledge to scare us, but not enough knowledge to keep us from being scared. So they give you knowledge to scare you, and then they give you a way to help your anxiety. And help your anxiety by doing this, go make sure no matter what you do to yourself by eating the food we give you, you can always go to the doctor and spend more money. Done a gang of stick welding and some TIG. Me too. I'm drinking beer. That's all right, brother. Yep, 4. TIG, not MIG. I've done both. No stress at all. I just felt defibrillator. That was 6. That was an age ago. Making holes in the cows, just first discovered by the Japanese in 731 during Unit 731. Clear. Shock 'em or something. Am I not moving? This was it was like, but if you take this, would be better than before. Zeus take over. So it's very interesting. Okay, let me see if I can find this. Let me see if I can find some of this. Emulsifiers removing gut mucus. I'm trying to spell emulsifiers. All right, I have no idea what these people are going to say. But it should say something like what I talked about.
So this says it's been processed to give a smooth consistency. And when you read the entire box, nowhere does it tell you the ingredients. A competitor brand has told you it has a stabilizer, which when you look up online is xanthan gum, which is an emulsifier. So my bet is this might have an emulsifier, but you just don't know. And when you scan the QR code, you don't get the ingredient list. So if you buy this, you actually have no idea what the ingredients are, except that it's been processed to give a smooth consistency, which means emulsifiers most of the time.
Okay, but she didn't say what the emulsifiers do.
In 2025 study, we see that if you have emulsifiers in your diet.
2025 study. So they didn't know this beforehand. I knew it, and they didn't know this.
Specifically, the polysorbate 80 and carboxymethylcellulose, it affects your permeability. Emulsifiers are compounds added to food to affect the texture. It's creamier. So you find them in prepared protein drinks. You find them in creamy salad dressings, in ice cream, soft serve, baked goods, anything where you're trying to achieve a mouthfeel without using the actual ingredient like butter or cream or a fat. And 2 studies in particular support trying to avoid these 2 additives. So the first one is they took some poop from a human microbiome, from a colon. They put it into a little petri dish and they tried to keep it stable. They added these 2 emulsifiers and then they watched what happened. And in the petri dish, we had a change in the composition of that microbiome, the diversity, and how it behaved. So that's one. And then the second one, which actually came out late last year, they had 60 healthy adult volunteers. They had everybody follow just 2 weeks, a diet free of all emulsifier. For an additional 2 weeks, half of them followed the emulsifier-free diet, half of them added the emulsifier back in, and they found that even just 2 weeks on a diet free from additives, specifically those 2 emulsifiers, people had lower cholesterol. And then 2 weeks back on a diet which had the emulsifiers, they had higher inflammation because they had a lower amount of short chain fatty acid production from their gut. 2 emulsifiers actually seem to affect what we call the mucus layer. So there's like a little bit of slime that's covering your GI tract, which is a good thing. It's a barrier. And these emulsifiers can break down that slime layer so that we have more permeability from the gut out into the rest of the body. I really think that all people, not just people that have digestive issues, should be really paying attention to this because it can definitely affect your long-term health.
Right. So think about it. So think about all the other bullshit that they put in our food, like all the stuff that should just pass through. If you don't have this protective lining in your gut, then the colors, the shit that they say, like this artificial sweeteners that should just taste sweet and then pass through undigested, it should stay in your butt. And pass through into your poop, into your toilet. It shouldn't be going into your bloodstream. But when you wash away this protective layer, it does. And then you start having all of these other issues. It's absolutely crazy. I want to weld a diff. In an old Mercedes C-Class roll cage. Just do it, brother. It's horrible. Because I'd have enough practice. And you'll get there. You'll get there, B. It's gonna be slick. I wish I knew underwater pipe welders make bank here. Bank. For Loco, I was that stomach lining, absolutely. Was already at job sites, and then of course the 6 months is 5 months sticking MIG. Didn't even play with TIG until it was at the end. Yeah, TIG can get really tough, dude. Yeah, listen, because you're not feeding your own wire, you're feeding it by hand. You're chasing that puddle. Anything underwater is big bucks, dudes. Get down there to scrub propellers. Thanks, dude. Right, you can make big money scraping barnacles because barnacles will sink a boat. They just keep growing on a boat and growing on a boat and growing on a boat until it finally just sinks the boat, and it slows the boat down. It adds more drags. Boat hulls should be smooth. So just scraping barnacles, you can make a lot of money, especially on big boats like oil tankers. What up, Borchell? People stopped eating cow poop. All the health issues started. Why? That's right. That's the problem. What's going on, brother? Barnacle bucks. All right, let's check out what he's looking at. All right, let's see.
Nearly a century on, the story of Unit 731 still raises a simple question. What do we really know?
What do we really know?
The wartime unit has long been accused of conducting lethal human experiments
I've seen that too.
and developing biological weapons.
Happens a lot. What up, Kip?
Professor Issei Hironaka acknowledged that terrible things were done in the name of scientific research. However, he argues that the history of Unit 731 is too complex and too poorly understood to be reduced to a one-sided narrative. He points out that limited incidents of biological warfare by Chinese forces are documented in wartime surveys, episodes seldom mentioned in mainstream accounts. Furthermore, U.S. authorities granted immunity to some Japanese researchers in exchange for their data after the war.
Yeah, it's been a long time, Kip.
That secrecy continues to distort understanding and that the records should be open for public scrutiny. Much of the original material was later returned to Japan and remains sealed at the National Institute for Defense Studies. Hironaka insists that these records must be released. Only full transparency, not rhetoric or silence, can allow history to be judged by evidence rather than politics.
Right, evidence rather than politics. Nah, brother, I'm about to go to bed. Troll Boulevard. Trolling back, brother. Welcome back. Been good, Kip. I just hit 2,000 subs today. This fella Richard is watching. Seems so happy and full of life. Well, his world's breaking down now. He's realizing that science hasn't been absolutely truthful with the people, and they cover up. Think about all this stuff they cover up. Think about all of the military stuff that's been made in research universities. And then they have to say, well, the reason I got so much money was for this study into evolution or any other thing besides military shit. So you have to say, this is why I got the money, because I'm so smart. I discovered why God doesn't exist or whatever. And it's just cover up to say how much money they got to say we built this new gas that can kill people on the battlefield. Yeah. You're not in, dude. You're not in the server. Well, bye. All right, brother. Good to see you. I think Rich is just sitting in a quiet room holding a conversation with strangers around the world. Think about it, right? Talking to the camera is tricky. It is. It is. Ciao. I love the stream. Thank you, brother. Oh, you'd love the live stream. I'll help you out, whatever you want to do. Have a good day. Control the masses by any means. What they don't know about it, we will manipulate no mass production and fix it all. Right, because it's so profitable. It's so profitable. Right? If you can convince the government that the people have to use your products, vaccines, for instance, if you can get your vaccine, if you can create a vaccine and you can get it on the vaccine list, that you're going to get $1.5 billion done. $1.5 billion a year. So for every new kid that's got to go into public school, they all got to get vaccinated. Every year there's a new flush of kids that need it. So you're going to get $1.5 billion a year. So if you can come up with a vaccine, even if it costs you $100 million to come up with, and you can convince the government to give it to you, you're going to get $1.5 billion a year. And they know that. So if they say, I want $500 million, you're going to say, no freaking problem. No problem. Bye. 8 to 10. 8 to 10. All right. I'll watch when you log in. We got this experimental medication that barely works. We can sell it. Right. And listen, there's a bunch of bullshit about that. So my dad found out that on the bottom of if you looked at the bottom of the boxes for the ones at the Walmart up the street when they were giving people vaccines, it said the COVID, the printing date was 2015. Might have been an accident, but hey, they should have done a better job. But maybe they were rushed. I have a curious going. All right, my brother. We all good, my brisk brother. A brisk brother wants that freaking he wants that Four Loko. Will just live stream and make people laugh with my stupid stuff. Yeah, why not? Yeah, we all can be. But yeah, why not? Yeah, why not? Like something that you would do in a bar anyway. And that's the way I feel about it. This is how I talk to people in the bar. Some of them didn't like it. Some of them liked it. Mr. Yeast. That would be funny. There's got to be a Mr. Yeast. There's got to be. Is there? Primary villainous character. Oh, there is a Mr. Yeast. The name is a parody of the popular Mr. Beast. Mr. Yeast. Probably a loaf of bread with his face on. Let me see if we can find it. No, it's this. Oh, there is one. Oh, there is one. Look, there you go. All right, Parker. Mr. Least. The hell? All right. I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to eat some. I'll probably be back in a half hour. Maybe we'll see. Maybe I'll go to bed. But I love y'all. I'll see you guys back in here. I'll definitely see you back here tomorrow. But I might eat and then go to bed. We'll see. All right, love you guys. What am I saying? All right. Generic medication is cheap and better than branded medication. No, absolutely. Well known. But you'll have people tell you because they're being you have like Pfizer and whatnot that's paying for the advertising saying nothing can beat the brand name. And my grandmother only uses brand name this to trust her life with her cholesterol. This hell is abomination. Bye-bye now. Take it easy, everybody. I'll talk to you later. I love y'all. You guys.